Okay. I just to make sure that I'm live wherever I need to be live. Please let me know if there's any problems, if you hear anything there in the comments, in the sound that you shouldn't be hearing, that there's noise, something, or that you just can't hear me anyway. Please let me know. Welcome everybody to the Overtaking Football Show. And today we've got the final AFCON 2025, guys. Morocco versus Senegal, number 1 in Africa versus number 2 in Africa. Incredible. We are getting ready for that game, and if you don't know me, my name is Mokwena, and this of course is the place where we love South African football, but we also love African football, and today is an African football night. Now, the show is done every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m., but then also Chiefs, Pirates, mamelodi, bafana, bafana are in action. We are here. Or if there is a really big game in our football, we are going to be here as well. And off we go. Senegal versus Morocco. Like I said, Senegal are number 19 in the world, second in Africa, whereas Morocco are number 11 in the world and first in Africa. These are two top 20 teams in the world. Last game out, Senegal was a 1-0 win over Egypt. And then, of course, on the other side, Morocco beats Nigeria on penalties. Now, these two teams, I'm only counting the official matches. They've met twice, and Morocco has won both of the games. But this is hoping that maybe Senegal can change this, or Morocco might keep that tradition of winning, of the home team winning, with Ivory Coast taking it last time. Now, Morocco comes into this game with Bono in goal, Hakimi Agüed, Martina Mazraoui, El Zuli, Ainawi, El Gabi, and Diaz, the starting lineup for Morocco. Then Senegal on the other side, they have Mendy in goal with Mendy. They have Diouf, Niakate, they have Sarr, they have Antoine Mendy, Idrissa Gueye, Kamara Ndiaye, Pape Gueye, and then Mane and Jackson up top. Mane, of course, the hero of the previous game. Okay. Okay, very interesting game, because I think it's going to be shades of what has happened in previous games. So when I say shades of what happened in previous games, Morocco has tended to have El Kabi push a little bit forward, centrally, then have Diaz up on the right-hand side. And what they've chosen to do, especially we saw in the game versus Nigeria, was to bring the ball in, bring those three players close to each other, and then allow Hakimi and those guys to control the ball. Now, this is because Nigeria, when they played Nigeria, there was a packed midfield because both of the teams were playing some version of a 4-3-1-2, a 4-1-3-2, actually no, 4-1-2-3, or a 4-2-1-3. And that meant that midfield was very packed, which meant that the white players really had to come into the game and push up in order to make sure that the game is flowing, right? But they're going up against a Senegal team that is a lot more trusting of the team and a lot more organized. So they're going to struggle to get through the back line. They might have spaces through the middle because what Senegal tends to do is to play sort of in a 4-2 type of game, where they play very centrally and they have two guys in the center and two guys who are basically up. It's a front four, essentially. You can see it over there. So they're going to have a lot of space down the middle, but then Senegal is usually a team that waits for the right opportunity. Very disciplined and structured is Papio's team. But of course, Regraoui is a very good coach on his side as well. So it's going to be a very interesting back and forth here. Regraoui, of course, becoming the first coach, I believe, ever to coach a team in a semi-final of a World Cup and then a semi-final of an AFCON, but then also a final of an AFCON right now. So if he wins, it will be incredible, and it will show this growth, that the real growth of Moroccan football, because they've put a lot of money behind the football of theirs, and it's culminated in semi-finals of the World Cup. They had a bit of a glitch last tournament where we knocked them out, bafana, and now they're playing in a final. If they do win this, I think this might crown Morocco as the possibly of recent memory, the top African team we've had, which is incredible. Also owing to the fact that you've seen about We Dead and how they perform. We've seen about FR, we've seen about Team AI and top. I'm not forgetting the other team. It's ASFR, We Dead, and then the third one is somebody in the comments, help me out. Moroccans deserve to win. They've put in the work in the country. Senegal start off slow and then they get into gear. They start showing the Lions of Taranga. Why am I forgetting the team that was coached by Zimbabwe and Fadlu? Fadlu's coaching it right now. Let me just pull it up. Rabat. Oh! Corner. Post. Free header. Oh no. There by Upape for corner. First chance. Yes, Raja Casablanca. There we go. Thank you, Vedile. Raja Casablanca. This is Mane's last AFCON. Well, this is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen because Shem Salah might also have his last one here and his friend knocked him out twice. But also, when you look at Senegal, let's not sleep on Senegal as well, as much as we're speaking about Morocco. This Senegal team, that the most recent thing that I see in my head is Senegal beating England. I think they beat them 3-1. And it wasn't a tough 3-1. They were all over that English team. Right, all of your favorite players, Declan Rice was got beaten by the Senegal team quite easily. And then don't forget that the edition before last was won by Senegal. So it's very, very interesting to see if they can do something. Yes, it was a save, Balvin, it was a save. Bono made a save, but that was a free header, man. That was a free header. Great save there by Ubono. How do you guys feel the game is going to end? Please tell me how you guys are looking. No, they are stacked with talent for sure. I mean, obviously Edward Mendy, we all know him. We know Nicolas Jackson, I believe he's Chelsea. Sadio Mane, Liverpool, Bayern Munich. We count the Bayern Munich time. This gay. Those are big players. But I think it just goes to that thing of African teams doing incredible outside. You know, I think Senegal and Morocco are the standout teams. Morocco a little bit more than Senegal right now, but Senegal is not a team that is slouched by any means of any stretch of the imagination. So we should also look out for them and see what they're going to do. Senegal is actually talent. Wendy says, I hope Senegal wins. Jackson is now at Bayern. I saw Marshall Munez signed for Paris FC. Not Paris Saint-Germain, Paris FC. Stadiums are across the street from each other. Paris FC, I believe, knocked PSG out. So Martin Munetzi, former Pirates player, is going there. Former Pirates and Wolves. A man who should have been in this tournament, but was left behind for some reason. Okay, let's see. I hope Senegal wins. I'm in two minds because if Morocco wins, it shows you it's an incredible story of being able to dream and think about what proper funding, proper resources, proper planning can do in terms of making your football viable in the world. So semi-finals of a World Cup, winning the AFCON within 4-5 years of it, ball playing just too far. So the story would likely inspire other African countries where you could be like, guys, money, you can put together resources or put resources behind your football, and maybe in 5-10 years, you could see a very big change if you're serious, right? But then also, I'd love to see Senegal win because Senegal is one of the stories of a country that sends a lot of their players out. The league is not that strong. They just purely, look, man, you can send your players out, you can develop them elsewhere, and you can reap the benefits of having that coming in, especially if you look at the type of coaches they've had. You think about Cisse, I believe he's the one who won it. You look at Theo right now, former player there, and what he's doing. So you can recycle a lot of that back into your football, and it looks good. So look, it's two different motivations here. So I'm not too sure who I want to win deep down. I think it's Senegal because of our relationship with the North. But yeah. Anyway, 8 minutes in, we've had a chance from Senegal where Gay headed the ball into Bono. Headed the ball and Bono saved it. And then now Morocco had an attack on the left hand side, played the ball back in, but there was nobody ready at this spot to put the ball back in, to score that ball. So it does look like Senegal might be a little bit weak when stretched. So I assume we're going to see a lot more overloads. Hakimi trying to run up the pitch quite a bit, trying to get all the way up on his side. So they're probably going to try overload the left back, but also if they can run away on the other side and push as well up, then they're going to try that too. So it seems like Senegal is a little bit, vulnerable there. You see an African team winning World Cup in the next 50 years. Maybe Morocco. I don't know about others. Maybe Morocco. Because I don't know what federation in Africa is serious about winning a World Cup. That's the thing. I don't know if there's one that's serious, like actually mapping it out. When it's not important for Wolves. By the way, Oti, what are your thoughts on the Western draw? I haven't checked it, I'll check it out. I'm going to do a video of it. I forgot this game, Patrick. Senegal's weakness is wide play. They can't deal with a team that plays out wide like the Congo. No, for sure, Melvin. But what's interesting is that Morocco's strength, I guess, with the team specifically, is also maybe the biggest weakness you run right at. So what Nigeria failed to do was capitalize on Hakimi pushing up. We did a very good job of doing that the last time we played Morocco in the tournament last. It was they got frustrated, they put people forward, and we were able to counter very quickly on them and then stay defensively sound once we had those goals. So I hope that Senegal doesn't fall into the trap of trying to hide, because you saw, like, for example, Nigeria pushing Lookman into the center, trying to attack with their left and right backs. It didn't work out. I say explore that space right when Hakimi leaves, directly there, and play crosses in, because that's the physical advantage that they have. Bafana will win it under Mkelele. Hey, Marataila. Africans, let's all. What do you think it would take for Bafana to win AFCON? You know, funny. I will say this over and over and over again. I don't think we have a skill shortage, a player shortage. I don't think we have any of those things. I think South African football's problem is here. Right here. It's up here. We don't have the mentality for these things. We don't. And when we're going tough, we hide. But look at these teams, they fight. Morocco hasn't had a great tournament. They haven't had a great tournament. If you watch them, they drew their second game versus Ahly. The first game versus Comoros, they had to wait until late into that game to get something. They had to wait late into the game to get something from Tanzania. And then they also drew with Nigeria for penalties. So when you look at it, for me, I don't think they played very well, but attitude-wise, they're there. And what can you say about Senegal that hasn't been said? They run harder, they play harder. That's something West Africans usually have. So for me, the first thing that needs to change is here. The first thing. Humble enough to realize that we need to get better. We need to be humble enough to realize that we need to get better, and we need to actually put time into getting better, number one. But number two, when the pressure is on, you can't shake. You can't shake in a Champions League final. You can't shake in an AFCON quarter. You can't shake in an AFCON semi. You have to be there and aware and hungry enough to go play. We're fine with hiding, if that makes sense. And it's not just us. I mean, Egypt just went through something similar. Nigeria went through something similar. So that's why Kere, looking to Africa and looking into the world, I think Africans here. And even when you get to the World Cup, these teams, you're great here, but then you go in Tatal. You Tatal when you go and play in a World Cup. You Tatal when you go to a Club World Cup. All of a sudden, people are making mistakes. All of a sudden, guys aren't expressive. Down your sword. But anyway. Yeah. Bafana, we have high hopes to win it, but players fail us badly. Why have your players played under the type of pressure, guys? I made an example. Senegal played England. Senegal played England. I believe they were also in Brazil at some point. They've been playing real teams. And those say, money. I don't think Senegalese FA, with all due respect, has as much money or has access to as much money as what we do. So I don't believe in that one. But they go when they play. Let me pick up actually. I want to see. Yeah, they played Brazil. They lost 2-0 to Brazil. 25. England, they beat 3-1. They played Ireland to a 1-1 draw. They've been playing, they played Nigeria, obviously, but that's Chan. I'm not going to count Chan. Okay, here comes Morocco. So you can tell that they don't mind going to go play those big games away. I want to see Morocco. Wait, let me see Morocco. We don't have money. We don't have we don't have that. Hi. Yeah, no, Morocco's only played Bahrain. That was when we beat them. Yeah, there we go. Peru, 2023, Peru, Brazil, Croatia, France. Oh, FIFA World Cup, sorry, that was FIFA World Cup 2022. So really, now I just feel like you need to up the standard of what you want to do. What's the next friendly they have? Yeah, you see. Okay, this is FIFA World Cup. Brazil, Scotland, Haiti. But Senegal has friendlies already, I think. The US. Yeah, they're going to play the US on the 1st of May. Okay, if I'm saying I would defend 7 and tell the front 3 to cheat. Nah, go 6-4. 4-2-4. 4-2-4. There's going to be balls that fall towards Mane, sorry. They choke about Bule. Oh, Tyler, stop thinking about Abambule. They just noticed he agrees with Bruce and European coaches. Of course, it's lit for him right now. But yeah, but he's saying that he doesn't want the guys to come play anymore again. Same with cricket, always choking when it matters. At least they won, Aura. Tunisia played against the draw. When are we playing Brazil then? When now Jordaan. They're asking FIFA for money now. They must host one of the AFCONs and make their money there. Pele's got money now. Better to play France, lose 5-0 than have a 27 winning streak against our Zimbabwe, says Bongs. One choked Taibos, one was scoring goals in AFCON. And then what happened, Tyler? And then what happened? How many goals did Apoli score? How many goals did Kokopeli Foster score? And then what happened? What trophy did you come back with? They won our hearts trophy. The hearts of mind. They've changed the hearts and minds of the world. Like what a trophy, Joe. Like what a trophy, Joe. Tyler, don't tell me about bronze. Give us a trophy. Ow. Look what Sundowns let's see bronze again. Well, bronze, libo silver. Well, two silvers. Let's us all, Tyler. Let's us all. This is what I was saying. we love to console ourselves instead of being honest. We love to console ourselves. 18 minutes in. Look, it's not as cautious as I thought it would be. A little open. They're all going back and forth. They haven't been as sharp, but I guess, you know, on Senegal side, you try and push this game as far as possible so that you can have the pressure fall onto Morocco. They're the home team. They're the host nation. There's only 20%. You know, how much was it? 2,000 tickets that were given to Senegalese fans. So this stadium is well and truly Moroccan, right? So you try and hold out for as long as possible. If you can sneak a goal, you sneak a goal. But for the most part, you try and wait it out and see if you can get them to like, my 60th minute. Oh, no. There's a goal. There's a goal. Ah, nice work, Mendy. Nice work, Mendy. Hey. Morocco winning the ball back there. Get offside, man. Winning the ball back there, going immediately on the counter. But the pass from Kabi, just offside. Guys, abogile Tom. Kinto. Ki fourth official. Yeah. Gonna come back to the PSL and you guys are gonna be calling him trash. I'm sorry, the ball played to Sabari. He was offside there. I like how Basaren was always checked back to defend. Malvin. Hey, Mara, you guys. If Senegal's push this to halftime, second half, they're going to have opportunities. For sure, it's going to open up. Remember our game. There was a point where they just became so frustrated. Like Pirates, they finished second in the league. He's only trash against the yellow team, says Wiz Action. Guys. Not trash for a certain team that you guys keep saying. This is, by the way, this is cranberry juice, guys. It's cranberry juice, please. Hey, Kaletseba. I was sitting here drinking apple juice, Larry. Get something else. What's really worrying for Senegal right now, they keep getting pressed. Morocco's winning the press quite a bit. Like they're winning that ball up high. And if it wasn't for maybe a little bit of caution, because you see where Diaz is whenever they win that ball back and has to come back and track in. If they were to leave that three a little bit more, I think they could get something just off of winning it from the defense, because that defense does not know how to play that ball out. And I don't know why they keep trying it. And then you ask them, ow! Papa Venga! Ow, babwe, to la personal, man. Ow. Anyway, so I think Idrissa Gueye, Kamara, and DI have to do something. They have to do something because, look at how they're trapping them. They're setting traps. Exactly. I guess the only thing I like from Senegal is that Mane keeps Hakimi honest. $1 per hour. Cranberry Russian pay. Guys, you know why you have to wake up in the morning and read the cup tea and get kids ready. I can say below. Diouf and Mane need to overload the left. They do. They do. But will they? Because like I said, there'll come a point where Hakimi is going to try and overload with Diaz on the right-hand side of Morocco's attack. That's where you need to take advantage and say, Sadio Mane, go and run on that side. Oh, Kamara, yellow card, 23 minutes. Oh, it's going to be a long game for them. It's going to be a long game. Diouf and Mane maybe do the same. Or if you want to be a little bit safer, have Mane go out to that side with maybe, I don't know, I don't want to move Papa. This midfield is just the workhorses, man. It's just workhorses. You'll have to work it out between Nicholas Jackson and Mane to go towards that left-hand side more than anything. Now at the time Senegal steps up, but what Morocco is doing is not sustainable. No, for sure, it's not. It's not. Not. That's why you hope for them being tired and desperate. That's what Senegal should be looking for right here. But with 25 minutes in, Senegal has been playing in energy saver mode up to this point. You can really see the gap between that defense and the midfield. Really big gap. I think that's also slowing down the top. Yes, yes, Bongs, yes. Semi-final of the World Cup, final of an AFCON. They won the under-20s, they won Chan. Yes. Yo, what a time for Moroccan football, actually. No, they didn't win AFCON. No, they won the under-20 World Cup, ne? Hey, man. Not the AFCON, sorry, we won the AFCON. The under-20 World Cup. Yeah, Morocco. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, AFCON under-20 was RSA. They won the World Cup. They won the under-20 World Cup. Oh, what a year. And then they're probably going to want to do something heavy at the World Cup itself as well. I got this jersey on Vintage Joint. VintageJoint.co.za. Just search Vintage Joint. I actually got a couple of them. You can check it out. Does Morocco use DDC style to find young talent? I'm actually not sure. But I do know they have a heavy development focus, I'd say, in league. Veli says we still beat them. Yabona ke. Niyabona. Let me tool. Abomfundo at least can say they beat them and got themselves the trophy, but let me tool. Hey, Velile, it's not obvious. The real, but the stuff is very good. It's very high quality, actually. Not gonna lie. They have to go make them somewhere. As far as I know, allegedly. I also got Nangu Sise, the man who won it. Is it Alu Sise? Let me show you. I also got this one. It's good quality. I'm not gonna lie. It's good quality. So this is what I got. Hopefully I avail it up. Then I got another jersey. 28 minutes gone, still 0-0. But they try as far as possible to get all the badges and things, yeah, all the little badges and stuff like that. So, hey man. Out of curiosity, who counts the number of passes? And I don't say AI. So, if I remember correctly, how they do it in Europe is that they have a couple of guys who are sitting there who are essentially tracking every player. and then they mimic. So you see, when the one that I saw, I don't know if it works this way here, but the one that I saw was the guys almost have a controller. It's like a controller, and every time there's a pass, they just basically mimic. So every time it goes back to the player, they just mimic, and then obviously that data is all put together. So I don't know how they do it like now or more in modern times, but I know that back then they'd have the guys sitting up there and they literally have a controller. Every time their player makes a pass, they just tap it, type of thing. If I'm not, please correct me if I'm wrong. In dash water. No, this is actually the only reason I drank it is because it was finishing. My son likes it. I went now ora. Oh, we Senegal. They have tracking software now, right? Yeah. I don't know, agent. I don't know. But obviously, there's a lot of like different technologies that are at play here. I'll research it proper and tell you, but I know that, you know, the catapult softwares and all of that stuff, you could theoretically just run this on software and have it pick it up and count it. But yeah, there's all types of analysis software and things like that. So I don't think it's as old as it used to be. But now we send young talent overseas and they get their coaches, changes players' positions. Example, Nkota. Maybe Nkota doesn't play that position, guys. Maybe he doesn't play that condition, that thing. Sam City Samson says Senegal all the way. No, in the past I know. Wiz Action, we're hating on North Africa, says Wiz Action. Anyway, 30 minutes in. It's been a balanced game. I think Senegal has been... They haven't been as attacking. They haven't been going forward as much. I think they're trying to reserve as much energy as they can. Morocco's forward press has been doing very well. They've been winning the ball back in some dangerous situations. But in terms of actual box entries, we haven't seen too much from them on that side. So it's a cautious game. Look, I'm waiting for this game to come alive on my 65th minute. That's when I think everybody will just let it go. Nkota is a left back and not a right wing. Who knows, Bongs? Bukayo Saka played left back for Arsenal for a lot of, I think, half a season. So who knows? Maybe Monaco Kontonko training and they said go and play there. Who knows? Pella, we're a development league. We're a development league. We can't take our players serious here. So maybe the guys on that side said, no, man, now this guy is not actually that. Yeah, you see Gareth Bale did that. Free kick there as Al-Zui, overcooking it a little bit. It goes past and over everyone for a goal kick. It's going to be taken by Umendi. Guys, how are we feeling about this game, guys? How are we feeling about this game? So far. Melvin says it's boring. Is it boring or tactical? CR7 was a left winger, then become a striker. Yeah, look, if they find you and they find some strengths, who knows? Maybe this will help Nkota. Look at that press. Into a corner. Oh, well done. Pressed into a corner. They just couldn't get that ball back after it was played out. Senegal is having a very tough time getting the ball out, eh? Very, very tough time. Hey, Tamtizo. We so neutral. We don't want to talk about this as Patrick. If you think it's boring, then I'll lazy. No, I'm asking the question, is it boring or tactical? Again, we always ask on the show that distinction. Senegal's midfield is not technical. Yes, Senegal's midfield. It sort of reminds me of that Liverpool midfield. Henderson, Wijnaldum, Milner. In a way where it's workhorses. They're there to work. They're there to cover for the other guys, right? But what's interesting is that I think they're doing a good enough job to even stop the ball from getting up to the top. It's just that when you have to play the ball out, there's nobody who's available to come and fetch the ball. And I think Morocco has realized that. But we'll see what's going to happen. We're heading into a critical phase, last 10 minutes of the half. So you're probably going to see Morocco sitting back a little bit more for halftime's sake. Will be decided by penalties, this one. Senegal's midfield not tactical is tactical, says Andile. Tight game, one mistake, one team will lose. Well, look, I'm just happy that this is not like the Egypt game. So when Senegal played Egypt, Egypt basically said 7 players back. 7 players back. And we're just going to try and play these desperate long balls when we win the ball back to try and counter on Senegal. And it wasn't working out. They were just outnumbered every single time. So I think you are seeing Morocco, they've got a very high technical ability, right? So they don't mind taking the ball and playing it. They don't mind looking through the phases. And again, Hakimi is a player, guys. Hakimi is a player. I know. Hakimi is star, Lomunti, star. Yes, Brahim Diaz, 5 goals from 6 games. Didn't score in the last game out, but had scored essentially on average 1 goal in all of those games. Oh. Ndiaye is injured. You can't lose him. Yeah. Feels like when Didi came off. Diaz is struggling today. Well, there's no balls coming to him. Bafana Diaz enjoys it when the defense sucks. Like when the defense sucks, they can take advantage. But in this game, they're essentially decoys. The 3 up top, Diaz, El-Kabi, and Diaz, El-Kabi, and Saibari. They're essentially decoys that push the defense back, and then they allow the wide players to push up. So you'll see, I think it's Al-Zuli on the one side and Hakimi on the other side be the guys that carry the ball. It's actually, again, like I said, they're going to move them centrally, similar to what they did with Nigeria. And a lot of the play is going to come from out wide, and you're hoping that you can overload one of the sides. So when you see Hakimi getting into the box, that's when him and Diaz are switching. But in terms of Diaz being active in this game, I don't know. And El-Kabi is somebody who is dangerous on the cross. I mean, Oshapam Kanangwana, that's his thing. But you're not going to see a lot of that. So it's basically that they're there to keep the defense busy, essentially. AFCON is too physical for Ndiaye. Some people are comparing him to Ora. I don't want to say, oh, yes. Oh, ball played through. Oh, you were no. Chance there. 1v1. Come on, Kinyakate. 1v1, Ndiaye comes out after lying down and he can't put it away. Chance of the game. Chance of the game. Yo, Regrui. Ha. Ha, 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 ha. Yo.
Guys, lang disappointed. And never told.
No, Bono's incredible, but that was poor finishing. At this level. Saved, reminds me of Man United, Africa's best keeper. Hey, agent. Oh, agent.
Kwana. Undi kwanire.
Behave, agent. Behave, please.
Yabona mina.
Barisute. Sute.
Lamusutisa, agent. Yo, could have done the relay pass assist against Golden Arrows. Nah, but that was a 1v1. You put that in the corner. Hey, wena. 50-50? I'm still thinking about that chance. Yeah.
He's not make sure.
Yeah. He's singing my guts every time. Agent. When are you being naughty? Finally, Senegal holding the ball longer. I think that was a counter, Bongs. That was a fire counter. The problem is that Mane is on an island right now. Mane is on an island. Morocco, they tried to take it quickly, but then it stopped. Mane is on an island, so even if you look at that motion there, he beats one man, he's got three around him. You're not going to do a lot there. You're not going to do a lot. But what I do like is that he's not afraid of Hakimi. He's not afraid of Hakimi. Lukman Eshem. I don't know if it was the coach that told him, but Lukman Angek. Hope he doesn't regret that chance. Hey, Clara, the football gods hate it when you do that. The football gods. Oh, turn. El Zalzoui. Oh, nah, free header. Free header.
He's not make sure.
Guys, lang disappoint and
movement. As they don't teach us those things here, man. They don't teach us those things. Run behind the center back, because the center back behind him had to make a decision whether to track the runner or keep his own man, and this man is looking at the ball, so they say, oh, what a run and what a ball. Unfortunately, couldn't get his head to it. That turn, Lilo. Yo!
Something crazy.
Come out fast and spread yourself. Exactly, agent. Mara, they should have finished it. There's no way. If I had an opportunity, could have lobbed the ball through. Senegal hasn't been clinical this tournament, let's be honest. You don't have to be clinical all tournament long. You just have to score when you need to score. Wendy, here they teach you to gibela the ball. Cross when it's under pressure. Cross when you've worked yourself into a corner. You guys used to do it. Kabo Matoa, Mashamaite. You remember King Kenny Nimak? Only man I saw who could curl a ball with his head. And then of course far post, Stuart Baxter, far post carry corner. Supersport used to kill us. Remember Supersport? Supersport used to do far post crosses with or corners with Bongani Kumalo, Ricardo Katza taking the far post. Oh, Ricardo Katza, guys. How many of you guys know Ricardo Katza? Watch, Velile's gonna come with a player from 1984. This is high level football, both teams just not taking chances. You mean the same Haaland that Harry pocketed yesterday? Hey man, he pocketed it yesterday, but he wasn't there when Haaland was scoring how many in a season? Ngiyakwazi Velile, ngiyakwazi. You see, message right above Velile is you're too old, you're old, OT, no way. Guys, you don't know Ricardo Katza. Captain, my captain, one of the best captain. Oh, Nkosiami. Yo.
Yay! Yay! Yo! Yay! Yo! Yay! Hey! Yo! Yo!
But also, don't call me old.
Sesiyajwayelana manje. Sesiyajwayelana manje. Ngathi zingane. No, lingayenzi lento. We must respect each other.
We're heading to halftime. Remember how halftime works. Halftime, I'm going to let 5 people jump in. We're going to analyze what you've seen in the first half. And then I'm looking for 25,000 likes, guys. I tell you every live, I'm looking for 25,000 likes. And in the second half, everybody will be able to jump in and tell me exactly how they're thinking. I'll give everyone a minute or two. You join by pressing the multi-guest button at the bottom of your screen. What's happening? Did I miss something? The multi-guest button at the bottom of your screen. You click on that and then you request, I let you in and we have a conversation. But that's going to happen second half. Raymond Siopa, Nazo, or as no Kata was quality, very calm player. Rasta Kenny Minima. Just spamming random names to sound old. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. I don't know these guys. I've heard about them. Veliles has told me about a lot of old players, man. I'm just passing on the knowledge from Abakhrut, man. Senegal, yeah, but do you wanna give? I think it's a little bit early to be calling for too many changes. I kind of like what they do. It's like the other guys are the bodyguards that allow money to corner that allow money to run. He really wants this game because usually he doesn't even go out that wide. Usually Uman is in the 10, but he's been told that no, attack. That's the space I was saying he must attack. So the moment you see that your Hakimis are gone, you have to keep them honest. You have to keep them honest. Excellent tactics by Morocco, says Tyler. They could have been 2-0 down. Next thing you'll tell us about. Hey, it's not Andres, it's Edris. Edris Petin, another great captain. League winner, by the way. They're fighting for everything. That counter by Senegal can be very dangerous. It can be. But it's only going to happen every now and then. And you're going to have to absorb a lot. Guys, you don't know Idris Petin. Kana Velile, who's the Kenyan? Musa Otieno. You guys don't know Musa Otieno. Maran Pantam. Maran Pantam, guys. Maran Pantam. I'm trying to think of all of the old guys that used to play there. I'm forgetting his partner. Okay, Erwin Isaacs, I guess you could say Erwin Isaacs. Kana Malong Jovan Alimang, but he came later. Malankan, I'm forgetting his name. Anyway, Senegal is playing well. What are these people? Engine Santos. Rogers, yes. Something Zar, Elazar Rogers. Anyway, 4 minutes to add it on. We've already played 2 of those minutes. What are these people famous for? Lilo, you don't know. You don't know your league winners. You don't know your league winners. And the important player. Guys. Hey. You make me sad, man. But Richard Henyekane, Colin Arrows, and his brother Joseph. That's not even deep cuts. Wilfred Mukay. At least I know Rogers. Okay, at least. Elazar Rogers, yes. Sebastian Bax. Oh my word. No, Melvin, I think it's on purpose. I think that the plan is to have the play orchestrated by the white players. I said it in my review of the game that Morocco played versus Nigeria. When it's tight, Morocco trusts that their players are going to be more technical across the board. One more pass! One more! Oh my gosh, selfish. So you actually see 2 things. Diaz doesn't normally come all the way centrally back. Usually El Kabi is the one that comes back, right? but they're trusting Al-Kabi to stay on the line, and they're hoping that he can convert one of these as Al-Zuli crosses. Keep it in, oh my God. What did you tell him, George? Komentaraki is 1996. Deep Sisulolwane. He was on, I think Josta interviewed him. Dembele Kanon, yo. 2 players were free on the left. He should have played the pass. I like that it's opening up, but I'm scared that it's just one of them trying to steal something before halftime. Not necessarily they're out here for this game. But anyway, guys, feel free to request while I fix my graphics here. And then we will speak halftime. I let 5 people in. Remember, I'm looking for 25,000 likes. Then we will continue. Up. Guys, can you hear me? Yeah, man. No sound detected. Oh, what's happening now? See now, technology. Guys, apologies. My TikTok is just doing some things here. I apologize. Let's go the long route. It is halftime. There we go. Okay, let me see who's here. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes apologies. We are one man cruise. Matthew, welcome to the show. How are you?
Sure, Mr. OT and the crew. How's it?
Tell me,
can you hear
what
me?
are you seeing from this game? I can hear you perfectly. What are you seeing from this game?
My guy, I can tell you that I think Senegal is more solid compared to Morocco. And Morocco is playing a low block. They are hoping to catch Senegal on the counter. And Senegal looks clinical, so they need to use those moments. If they don't, once Morocco can score, then it's game over. Because Morocco, it seems like they will defend. And they also have the home ground advantage and all of that. For me, Senegal looks very sharp compared to Morocco. And even the defense-wise, they're very more clinical. And I like what Mane is doing. He's keeping, making sure that Hakimi doesn't overlap that much, always, because he's always back. So they're doing very well. Just that on the finishing, on the finishing third, that's where they tend to mess it up. But if they can just have a bit of composure, I think 10 minutes into second half, we can have a goal from them.
Do you think Morocco has a second gear, or is this where they end?
This is where they end, my guy. I think they are missing the likes of Unai and Boufal. Remember, during the World Cup, they would have Boufal and being very clinical in terms of cutting in and keeping those the defense of whichever team they're playing against very busy. Like same applies to Opolis, but Boufal was more dangerous compared to Opolis and Unahi as well. There in the middle. So I think what they have now, they have a solid team, but they're more like holding in defense, because the only person that I'm seeing that is very clinical in terms of going forward, it is this number 10 that they have, and then the rest of the players, for me, they are very good, but they don't really have that much of a clinical team for me. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, I'm gonna come back. Let me go to Patrick. Patrick, welcome. What did you see in the first half?
Hey, Kibana coach for Morocco.
Okay.
I think as a home team, they are playing under pressure, and Senegal knows that. They know they have nothing to lose. Morocco has everything to gain in this game. So Senegal are just being patient. They know after halftime, Morocco is probably going to open up the game because they're under pressure to win this game. So I think that's where Bo Mane, Bo Jackson will be freed up. They will have a ball, and we could see even Kaga first half. There were moments where they broke down the Morocco defense. So I think Morocco is shaky, and they're going to be worse as the game progresses. So this is going to be a tough game for them. They're going to have a long night, a very, very long night.
Do you think that Senegal can afford to sit back? Because, I mean, they've already missed the chances that they've missed, and we know what the football gods like to do. Can they continue this in the second half, or should they, on their side, also come attacking when the second half starts?
I don't think they're going to sit back anymore. I think they were sitting back just to manage the first half. I think the second half they're going to come with a different approach to try to attack Morocco more, because Morocco will try to attack as well. They will try to force matters, and then that will give an opening for Senegal to just play their natural game and be more attacking. But I think the first half they were trying just to manage the half and see what Morocco has to offer. But now I don't think they will come in the second half with the same mentality. I just think they will be a little bit more dynamic in their attack, and they will look for those opportunities and try to be more clinical. But as for Morocco, this is the half that they should have controlled, that they should have tried to gain a little bit of advantage on, and then try to defend the second half. But now they went in with level with Senegal. It's going to be difficult for them to get that goal. Yeah.
Let me go to Vuyo. Vuyo, welcome. What did you see from the first half?
Thank you for the opportunity. Good evening to everyone. What a game. Senegal, one of the best. The coach of the Senegal, he analyzed the game very, very well. If you look at Mendy at the right back, it's one of the best. His tall is big. This Moroccan, there is no way to be found today. It's not usually we see. Even the Diaz number 10 on the left winger, on the right winger is not coming in. They play. Even Hakimi can't go forward as much as he can. The credit must go to the Moroccan goalkeeper. I see people, they saying missing. No, it's not missing. The goalkeeper has been the best goalkeeper in Africa. It shows he was one of the best goalkeeper in the world. It's not just a keeper, that guy. It's one of the best in the world. So he saved those balls. It's supposed to be 2-0 or 3-0 the scoreline. But because of that, keeper is very, very wise. He closed all the lines. He's one of the best. I think he's the one who's taking Morocco to the next state of to winning the tournament. He's the one who's standing up in this game. So far, so good. Otherwise, the Moroccans, they've been nowhere to be found. Even the experience to hold the ball in the middle of the park, the way they are playing the Senegalese, they are showing that they are more experienced. It doesn't matter you are playing at home, OT, they don't care. They hold the ball as much as possible. They delay the moment, they pass at the right time. They know how to move. They know how to penetrate the Moroccan defenders. They know the right time to pass the ball and how to pass the ball with a full shot so that you can intercept the ball. So they know very, very well. Even the Morocco, when they start to build on the right flank, they add numbers to make sure that they close down. The technical staff of the Senegal, they read all the lines of the Moroccans. If they can win, the Morocco is going to be 1-0. But Bruno, it's one of the best, is the one who can win this tournament to Morocco. So far, so good. The Senegal, they're on the top of the game. Thank you very much.
Okay, no, thank you. Let me go to Tyler. Tyler, man, what are you seeing here?
Hey, LT. We're going to win World Cup and using Umkelele, LT. Don't worry.
This was when Mkelele. One of this Mkelele, yes. I don't know about Coach Mkelele. First up, Tyler.
Well balanced game, OT. Very tactical. Yeah, you would just wonder if Senegal keep missing these clear chances. If Morocco will score one goal, they will close because in Morocco it's built from the back. They are a well disciplined, defensive team. And you can tell from the first 45 minutes, first 35 minutes, they've been pressing Senegal, winning those balls, trying to score one goal so that they close at the back. So with these chances Senegal is getting, I'm just worried when it's one of those games where you feel like they would have created a lot of chances.
Yeah.
At the end of the match, there will be tears. They wanted more, Ilendoka. Even though I agree with my colleagues to say Senegal is a well-balanced team, very, experienced. They know when to pass the ball and all of that. But they keep losing balls in very, very critical places. And that's worrying. And Morocco, they press with the striker, which minus is the two defense. And if you've got two defense minus, which means you're playing with 8 or 9 players, and those players are being pressed, right? And there's a number 23 there, very, 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 very good player. He was a middle. He's overloading the minus side. So Kolos, oh, what a player. I love that player. He's playing simple. And he's interchanging with number 10, who's all over. I think he's been given a free role. I like the way he plays. I like the way he runs. He's the one that start plays and attack. And Mane's experience is also coming to the fore now because he's realizing Kuti is being taken out of the game and is bringing himself in, and that's that shows experience. So I feel like it's one of those games where they would have a lot of chances and Morocco just score one goal and they're home with the cup.
It's just like the Champions League, eh?
Yeah, definitely. It's just like a Champions League. That's like, but I'm very impressed with the quality of football in Africa, man. Very, very proud, and I'm sure a lot of millions of people are watching, and very, very proud, OT.
Even speed is there. I'm
also very proud of Patrice Motsepe, man.
But we'll get there, analyze. I'm gonna come back. Hey, Mara, Tyler. Yeah, you busy more. He's gonna humble you too. Let me go to Agent. Agent, welcome.
Hey, shalom, my brother, shalom.
Oh, shalom today.
Yes. Hey, man, Leon is a star, man. I want to thank Flaming Back, man, for this such a great player, man. He reminds me of Ribeiro. 3-0 Sundowns, half time.
It doesn't matter tomorrow.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. No, man, it's a interesting game. I think the main problem with this team, Morocco, it's ego. They're being killed by ego. It kind of reminds me like Sundowns. That's why I was like doing the match with Sundowns. That sometimes even if you are Modiba, you're technically good. Sometimes you don't have to overlap. Hakim, just stay 5-10 minutes. Just stay. Because this team, like exposing Mazrai and Hakim, whenever they go there, exploring the spaces that are there. And if you watch Mane, he doesn't drop deep. He's always behind Hakim.
And he stopped playing inside. He stopped playing inside. He's now in that space.
Inside. He's always there, because that's where the space is. And it's an ego thing that he doesn't wanna at least sit for 5-10 minutes just to control the game, But I think that's the main problem. And also, they're too open in the middle. They lose the ball. Senegal just slices through them. I think that's the main problem. And Bono, man, what a keeper. I don't think there's much to say there, But on the Moroccan side, I'm still not convinced with Al-Khadi.
I was going to say.
I'm still convinced that Al-Khadi. I still feel like, El Nasri maybe gives you something better. I still think so.
Do you want something better from him, or do you just want somebody standing in that space, similar to when Egypt brings, I think it's Mohammed something, when they bring him in, it's just to have someone there who's physical. Who can be.
Yeah, maybe that would work. Someone maybe that once he loses the first ball, because he will lose the first ball, he can reclaim the second ball. Maybe that would help, but still, yeah. And also, you look at that Moroccan bench is very thin compared to Senegal. But yeah, man, these Senegal boys are football, in the words of Tobejani.
Okay. Very quickly, Matthew, changes prediction. Okay, Patrick, changes prediction. Oh, there we go. Matthew?
Yeah, can you please pass me? I'm still a bit busy with other things.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, no, then it's fine. I'm going to just go to Patrick. Patrick, changes prediction.
On Morocco side, I think they're playing their best 11. I don't want to lie. For Senegal, I also feel like they're playing with their best 11, but I'm worried about that Camara yellow card. You know, these North Africans, they will target him and try to get a red card there. So I think they should stop him now while it's still early, and then put maybe the young Sa there to give the team some energy. Yeah, and I think Senegal will win this 2-0.
Let me go to Tyler. Tyler, changes prediction.
OT, I think the Moroccans, they've mastered the midfield. And they're minusing a lot of attacks from there. I think if they could change Senegal, their approach, make it 4-4-2, where one can come in maybe from the defense and come and assist the midfield to put more numbers in the midfield. We got the flat three up front to win those battles in the midfield. I think Senegal could go home with it. Hakimi has been quiet because of Mane, thanks to Mane. Or they can switch and play Mane as a 10 and then put one wing who's got pace. They could win this thing.
What's your prediction, Maratai?
My prediction, Senegal. Senegal is taking it, OT. Senegal is taking it. They're well experienced, and you can see, because these guys, as Agent has said, they are playing with the arrogance, and you don't bring arrogance in a football match with players that have experience like these guys.
Okay. Agent, changes prediction as we get the second half started here.
I think for me, if I was the coach, I know this is a crazy idea. I doubt he will do it at such a crucial stage. But for me, I'd push Hakimi up and bring in Mohamed Chibi, someone with more assistance. But I'll push Hakimi up onto the wing and play with Mohamed Chibi there, because I can't take out Mohamed Chibi, just so that you can have that control of Mane, because I think it's causing a lot of problems. So maybe, the thing that Sundowns does with Motaung Mokwena kind of thing, something like that, just so that they can control that side, I'll still bring in El Nesri for Al-Kabi, but I know the coach is going to bring Hamza in because that is his go-to guy, and he's not bad, just number 7 of Morocco. On the other side, I mean, Senegal, we are spoiled for choice, man. Still have Ndiaye, still have Ismail Sarr.
Can they make a difference, though?
I don't know. But as for my predictions, I still stick to penalties. But the way this game has been, Morocco might finish it in 90 minutes. But I'm still picking penalties, and Morocco will win there. But Morocco can win this game in the 90 minutes. Yeah, Morocco is winning this one.
Okay. Tyler's saying Senegal, Agent is saying Morocco, but we're back in the second half, guys. Remember, my timer doesn't go up to 90, so add 45 to whatever my timer says. So right now, it's saying 1 minute 47, which means it's actually 46 minutes 47, and you'll have the time right now. We are in the second half. If you want to join the show and tell me what you are thinking, please tap the screen. 25,000 likes unlocks more time for people to come in, for guests to jump in. So please tap the screen. It also helps with the ranking of the live. For me, very interesting first half. I think these two teams have scouted each other very well. If you look at what Morocco is trying to do, is they're basically bypassing the center of the midfield, going a lot wider in order to hopefully put somebody under pressure up top in order for them not to go forward, but then also to just allow almost an inside overload of 3 players while you go wide. But what Senegal has done very well is that they've scouted this and they've said, look guys, if Hakimi pushes up, we are in that space. The moment he leaves, Mane jumps right into that space. But where Senegal is missing it now is that the workman-like midfield of theirs does not give their defense an opportunity to play the ball out. So if you watch right now, they've got almost like a back 3 when they're trying to play that ball out, but there's no midfielders who can come and fetch the ball. And maybe that's where you start speaking about Ismail Sarr and all of those other guys maybe coming back in and being able to fetch the ball and move it forward. But right now, the forward press from Morocco has won the ball back quite a bit in very interesting spaces. They just haven't been able to take advantage. And then on the other side, the moment that Mazraoui or Hakimi push forward, they immediately met with a counterattack from Senegal, which has given them one clear opportunity, which is missed by Undiaye. So, yeah, interesting game. Both of these coaches are playing chess. But now I think what's going to happen in the second half is that you're going to have to wait for Boma 60-65 minutes where pressure starts playing into this game. And you start seeing who wants it more. You start seeing whether, whether Morocco would be able to hold out knowing that they are the home team, they're under pressure to go and win this thing, or whether Senegal would be able to take advantage of that. So that's going to be very interesting. Up top, I think, like I was saying to Agent now, El Kabi is not necessarily a striker for actions. He's good in set plays. He's good when it's a free kick, I guess, into the box. We've seen what he does with his flamboyant goals. But for the most part, I think he's there to be an extra number up top, because when they're missing that midfield influence sometimes, that Morocco team likes to play the ball into the spaces just in front of the defense. And El Kabi just so happens to be one of the few physical players in that Morocco team that can come back and actually play that role. So I think that's why Redraoui likes him a lot, because you're not going to get that from Ezal Zoui. You're not going to get that from Saibari. You're not going to get that from Diaz. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, tap the screen. Thank you so much, guys, for the gifts that you've been sending through. Thank you to those who are watching on YouTube as well. But here comes, there was a corner from Morocco. Now, can they find a shot? Oh, a little bit too fancy. There. 50 minutes. No, I can't show you the game, guys. Hey, these rights are worth billions, and I don't know if you know, this is a little two bedroom centurion, so I can't afford billions to fight copyright. So unfortunately, no, not going to be showing the game. But if you want to watch it for free, sabcsports.com. SABC Sports has it live, and then if you have a DSTV subscription, you can watch it on DSTV as well. Let me see. The Moroccan team is so good that Chibi finds it hard to get into the first 11. Well, the thing is, who do you bring on? Chibi is looking Hakimi in the eye. He's looking Hakimi in the eye. How many players are better than Hakimi in the world? Let's just start there. Usadlo Kenya Chibi on top. And no, Mudau doesn't count, guys. Senegal in white play, they really struggle. Yeah, they do. But it's because they commit 4 players up top and then they don't have adequate cover. But isn't that the story of most teams? Well, okay, maybe Southern African teams struggle with those type of things. Actually, these guys shouldn't be. There's Aquarid, one of the taller players there. Mudau. You guys are saying Mudau. But I know you guys.
Angisebenzisa igama elithi tendency bengizothi umkhuba manje honorable chief wepozolimala alithathe kabi.
Inemikhuba. Please, let's be serious. Let us be serious. But that was one of the best defensively, but offensively. Guys, where are we getting this from? Y'all are promoting Mudau past African players. You're saying Mudau in the world. El Hakimi is from the world. He's a Champions League winner right now. He's a semi-finalist of the World Cup. Are we taking Mudau all the way up there? Aye, guys. Nyala, guys. Aye, South Africans. Hey,
Wena kancane uyavela wena. Wena kancane wena uyavela. Uyavela.
Nyavela. Now he does back passes offensively. Okay, here comes Senegal on the counter. Nicholas Jackson. You see, this is, I guess, my problem with what they're doing is that you have an attack, but nobody just wants to pass the ball. And they're all on an island. So when it's Nicholas Jackson right now on the right-hand side, he doesn't have support. When it's Mane on the other side, he doesn't have support. And you can only do that so many times, especially when you do catch them out. Those free kicks, Mudau is the best right back on the continent. Cindy, based on what? Cindy, based on what? What is it based on? Huh? I love Bafana. I support Sundowns when they go into Africa. But what are we basing this on? 54 minutes in, it is still 0-0. A little bit faster of a start. You know me. What do you know me, Tyler? What did I do? When last was he beat 1-on-1? Is that what we're saying? Marawiz. Because I could argue, how many top level players has he played in that time? Top. Can keep the ball, draw foul when needed, support attack. No. But does that make him the best? Because Chibi can do that. Ghana agent Chibi plays for Ahly. Chibi can do that. Chibi even has assists. More than some of your faves. But let me tool. Anyway, 55 minutes, you see. Like the Senegal players, everybody has to do the most amazing thing in order to go win the game. Oh, Sinje is 25k, Sinje. I see you in the requests. I'm just looking for 25k likes and I'll open it up. Always 25, Sinje. 56 minutes corner to Senegal. Can they make their physicality count here? I didn't realize that Aguardo was so tall. The bicycle kick is for El Kabi. The one thing I give credit to Senegal for is that they're very disciplined, even though once they get into the final third, it's a lot of single play, individual play, but they're very team orientated when moving up. You're starting to see those gaps with Morocco, and you're also seeing that Hakimi is not in this game anymore. Maybe you do need to go through a back three. Oh! Alkabi! What a ball! What a miss! Oh. Yeah, no, agent. Alkabi is not doing well. Alkabi is a problem.
Guys, I'm disappointed.
Ball played across by Kanus. Alkabi unable to find the bottom corner.
How? Kanjani manje?
Kanjani manje? How did he miss that? Anyway, Alkabi doesn't want to score tap-ins. That's a Kaizer Chiefs miss. Wow. Patrick. Bafana would have considered 2 goals by now, says Wendy. Honestly, I haven't seen an energetic player like Saibari in a while. Hey, energetic, but then what's anchor energy? Ooh, there we go. Oh, Bachai-san. Oh, the best hotels. I need to get it. I need to get it. It's gotten an opportunity. Was that the one, Fixoza? Are you saying that was the opportunity that Morocco was waiting for? He pulled the Dupree's. Oh, guys. Matthew. Yo, I know the PSL is coming back tomorrow, but guys, why are we saying these things? Yo.
Hey, mafethu. Ay, khona. Ay, ready bona.
Hey, ready bona, man. Anyway, 59 minutes, still 0-0. Both teams have had their chances. Guys, tap the screen. Yes, tomorrow Sundowns, Tuesday Chiefs, the Bongs are back. Pirates are play what I got 24, imagine. Oh. Let's play what I got 24. Morocco is such a guys, they're not crybabies. They know how to work the system. Sometimes you must work the system, guys. Problem is that our country has too much pride. You think that you can do everything perfectly. No, sometimes you need to cry. Sometimes you must remind the ref, twice now he's kicked me. Imagine waiting so long for the incoming champions. Incoming champions without Mbogazi. Agent is saying that they've signed a new Ribeiro. That side. So can you guys deal with that? Anyway, why are we talking about the PSL? No, it's not the PSL. We've got an AFCON final that's odd right now. Oh. Coordinate your press, Senegal. Coordinate your press. Get the press right. There we go. Kanus is a far better midfielder, but both of these teams don't have midfield play. Cindy, why are we speaking about these people? Jackson is out of it. Jackson doesn't have a role in this team. He's not sure if he's a striker or a winger. Like watching the Champions League in SA North versus South. Walk over, everyone relax. Pirates is the way. I know, guys. Morocco is not scoring. Morocco is not gonna score here, guys. They get the counter. They get the ball out. Everybody's just selfish today. Agent is Crystal Kavi, man. Agent is Crystal Kavi.
How? Kanjani manje? Kanjani?
Baloiwe. Baloiwe when Senegal is using a chemical engineer. Ah, guys. Chemical engineer E. Guy. Alkabi Kichivavairo. Ah. Oh, Gonzalez. Morocco is going to lose this game. Look, Senegal got their chances and missed in the first half. Morocco is now getting their chances and missing too. I say it's a draw, isn't it? Lest we forget that Senegal missed an open goal, or not open goal, 1v1. Seems like Senegal is pulling a bafana possession. Guys, please tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. Senegal is going to win this one. 1-0 says Utix. Morocco reminds me of Bafana versus Cameroon. They will end up in extra time. These two, says Melvin. Me, I see a penalty last day. A penalty? Oh, wow. They haven't gone for Kamara, which is very weird. Off. Okay, let me do this. For the 2Ks in the chat, do you guys know Papa Boba Diop? Do you know players like El Hadji Diop? El Hadji was a problem. I'm not going to speak about Bustise because at least they were coaches, so you could. They're still relevant. You might know the name, but do we know those guys? Game is open now. Senegal is going to score one. Oh, Gambino. Oh, Gambino. Oh, Gambino. Pirates fans, do you know that your coach was playing in the AFCON? Did Wadu win the AFCON? Actually. Gambino, you missed football. Do you know guys like Rigobert Song? Alex Song's uncle. He never won it, ne? But he played. I know he played because he always puts up the pictures. All I know is Steve Parker and Abu Bakr. Vele Zidane came to watch his son. Oh, why wouldn't he? He watched them when they won it 2017. Was it 17? No, 17 was Cameroon. 2015. Morocco has won AFCON is 56 years. Yeah, he never won it, ne? It's so funny to watch Morocco going to the sky. You'd expect Senegal to be the ones that go that way. Ooh. Concussion protocol. Hey, Melvin. Yeah, he played for Morocco, yes. You don't know this. I only know South African legends, Bob Kumalo, Bartlett and them. Other countries, Dololo. No, the other countries were a problem. Do you guys remember the one piece, the Cameroon one piece with the stripes here on the side, or the tiger claws here on the side, lion claws? Oh. Oh, did he hit him in the nose? Did he get his nose? Yeah. Desperation will make you play high. Ask Bafana. Was it the eye? Oh, Patrick Mboma. Diafe from Cameroon. Oh, it's a cut above the eye. For rugby, they'd be running back inside and getting the stitches immediately. The headache these guys will have in the morning. If you win, you won't have a headache. If you win. Oh, guys, by the way, Rulani won his first trophy. Tyler's favorite coach. He won his first trophy in Algeria. By the way, while we wait for this game to resume. Rulani's got his first trophy. Awkward. Such an awkward header. The only player that was selected by the... You see, Velila will come with the deep stories from then. Cameroon has always been controversial. Remember when they played with the sleeveless? Those things were fire. Lumani from Algeria. My favorite African player that I remember enjoying watching is Ahmed Hassan. Ahmed Hassan, I want to say Obutreka, but Ahmed Hassan, for some reason, whenever I think of like African football proper, he's one of the players that comes to my head. Him or Esam El Hadri. I've already spoken about Rigobert Song and those guys. I think about them and boom. Trakasa Chomo Cosmos, man. Christopher Katongo. They won it with Zambia, those type of people. Algiers will finish us next CAF. Congratulations. Where are the doomsayers? It's a Paris thing to win a trophy. Yeah, JJ Okocha. Really? I don't know if I think of Zidane that way, hey? JJ Okocha says Patrick. I liked Abu Trek. Abu Trek is like one of my favorite players, but I don't think of him. Like when I think about that Egypt team, it's El Hadri, Ahmed Hassan, no coach. I'm forgetting the coach's name. Oh, Benjani. Rashid Yekini Ozia. Morocco's regrouping. I see a goal. Is Community Shield a trophy? Really, CJ, you think of Osama San? Well, current coach there, and his twin brother. Trying to think of the weird players. Not weird bad, but weird players that I got just not on my head. Remember Chuku? Rafael Chuku. Guys, can I ask a random question? Where do you guys rank Stanley Nwabali? Nwabali? Where do you rank him? Because now, in terms of AFCONs, he's played in the third place, obviously got into third place, but then he's also got into the final. And do you think that it's just by virtue of him playing for Nigeria, similar to Daniel Akpey? He's not the leading goal scorer for nothing. Ghana Stephen Appiah, Sulimuntari, yes. Stephen Appiah, Sulimuntari. Mr. Penalty 2010, Asamoah Gyan, Mustafa Haji, number 6. He just says yes. Every team can get to third if the road is easy. Was the road easy? By virtue his record in chippers not matching. Overrated Nwabali Hebana. The agent Melvin says yes because surrounded by good defense. Oh, and then waters down shots. How come we don't make the same argument for Ronwen? How come we don't make the same argument for Ronwen? When we're speaking about Ronwen. How come? Not against Ronwen. Le unfair. Luna. Le unfair. Oh, Michael Essien is a good shout. Imagine wearing a white jersey after all of that blood. Stanley Williams is surrounded by Abongezana. No, I'm saying even at club level. Now all of a sudden Senegal can't score goals since we're supporting them. The Chowist, it's in your name. You are chowing them with your support. I'm kidding. You know, that one shot on target is a goal, but we still love him as a goalkeeper. Ronan had a lucky spell. He's not that far from hype. Are we watching a player? I think the injury is not bad enough to warrant it being off completely. CJ, I'm going to do you a favor and let you in. 73 minutes in.
Mr. OT.
How are you, my brother?
No, man. Yeah, I'm alright. I have emotion. What do they call this thing in Parliament? Emotion without notice, something of that nature. I
No
rise
point of
on.
order.
Rise on. That we should have a bypass like rule, whether it's a lion or something of that nature. Yeah, you give me a lion, I'll open the multi-guest.
Yeah, you see. Give me a lion,
Yeah.
Kupa training. I've seen
Yeah,
galaxies.
I did that motion. Mr. Uti, you know, I was just looking at this injury and I said to myself, yeah, it's Cornflakes versus Pap. And Pap won. And Cornflakes is bleeding left, right, and center. Steve Papa, he see the Senegal player, they just put ice on him. No cut, nothing. Mr. OT.
When you play that cheese boy school that's got a medic. And then you guys, they just pour water and say go.
Yeah. Listen, I think, it's a typical, I agree with someone that says it's a typical North and versus Southern African football. It's one of those games where it's balanced. I agree. The 0-0 score is a demonstration of this balanced game in terms of chances missed and opportunities not taken on both sides. But it's something that I anticipated. I did not anticipate that these guys were not going to be as ruthless and clinical as they very blunt are. Imagine if both teams had actually put the ball behind the net on all their chances, how this game, the way that it looks like, it would look even more exciting. And I think that's the only dull moment about this game is that these guys are really not as clinical as we thought they should be, you know. But at the end of the day, it's a final. The legs are lagging, and I think some people they just want to go home. They just want to go and rest. And so I think it's those games, man. I don't think the squad rotation was very prominent in this AFCON. I think there are players that are going to go back home not having even kicked the ball. There are Campbells as well. In this just to go for TikTok trends and wasting government money and wasting
What time?
no.
Yeah. You guys.
No, Mr. Tinem. Guys, please, let's have proper. There's a lot of things that have happened. Monday, we need a show. We saw the snake owner being angry for the first time.
Hey, time, CJ, time. Hey.
He almost said Futsek.
I
He
don't want to be
almost said
tempted.
Futsaki.
I don't want to be tempted. And
He almost said.
he started so nicely. That's a wonderful question. Anyway, time way. But anyway, time.
He almost said Uchayala Gagdi.
Always. Hey,
Oti.
how are you, my brother? Welcome.
Thank you so much, man. Man, I'm good. Just watching our Black Brothers and the other ones.
Yeah, man.
You see the injury, CJ didn't put it properly. That was Briani against Mtsumbula. I don't know if you know what Mtsumbula is. But Mtsumbula is like cassava.
Yeah.
Cassava pap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it Mtsumbula in my language. In Tsonga, we call it Mtsumbula. So that was Brianna against Mtsumbula. And if you eat Mtsumbula, you become a man. You can hear the name. It's Mtsumbula. Not Briani. Where it's coming from, it's
you
hard.
Guys are the worst. You guys are the worst. So you're telling me that?
So,
yeah.
You were saying?
No, I'm saying, so you guys, do you think that wins games? That's going to win this game?
No. I don't think it's going to, but to be serious, on a serious note, I feel like it's a very balanced game. Not so much of those moments besides the one-on-one that Senegal missed. The keeper made a very brilliant save there.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's a game where when you look at it, there's not so much talking points besides that both teams are just doing what they have to do. Very balanced. Or both teams discipline at the back. Both teams are playing with fast-paced game. Once they break, they just rush. You know, one of those things that we spoke about bafana when they say certain teams like in Africa, when there's a break and an attack, within the next 30 seconds, we're in the next box looking for a run inside the box. So that both teams are doing that. And I feel like I guess it's an African football game. Not so many touches in between where you see Senegal touching the ball 30 times before they're in the next box. This game is not like that. Hey, this is an interesting sub. Hey, the Senegal defense needs to be careful.
Why are you scared of this sub?
What do you call this guy? He's a bit of a problem. He's a bit. I forgot his name now. He's a bit problematic. Also, is good with the head. So he could be a problem. And chances that they might be trying to do a kitchen sink according to Rulani. Maybe that's why they introduced the air strike. I forgot his name. If you can remind me his name. I think perhaps they are looking to push everything inside, looking for those headers. Because now their attack was on the ground. Even their crosses was hard and low. Maybe now they want to go up top. But let's see what we have. Other than that, man, there's not so much talking points in this game. It was an interesting battle between Hakimi and Mane, but nothing out of it besides the first few minutes where Mane comes in, where Hakimi looks to be attacking now. He has to stay back. You know, I guess maybe it's a proper balanced game. Other than that, nothing much, Oti. Besides Mtumbula and someone bleeding, nothing.
It's Nesri. And Nesri is the striker who came on.
Oh yeah. I was looking for his name. Yeah.
Guys, we're heading into the last 10 minutes of this game. Obviously, we're probably going to get a lot of added time, obviously, because of the injuries that we saw there. But it is 81 minutes. Again, I guess I like the game plan from Senegal. I like that they are really going at your Hakimi straightforward, but they're always on an island. Like, I wish they could just mobilize two players then into whatever corner they're going to in order to play it out from that perspective. Because, guys, it doesn't help to get all the way up the pitch and then you lose it up there. When it comes to Morocco, they're starting to push everything forward now. Then they start showing, I'm guessing that's the president. when they start showing those people, you can tell that the pressure is starting to switch, which can open up some chances for Senegal if they're a little bit smart with how they're going to counterattack in this game. But Morocco is trying to throw everything up. So far, we've seen 2 subs. Kanous, one of the best players, I think, of this game, has come off for Targalin. And then, of course, El Kabi has come off for En-Nesyri. Then on Senegal side, they did a three switch. Antoine Mendy comes off for Sek. Ndiaye comes on for Mbaye. And then, of course, Ismail Assar, a person who we have spoken about a bit here. Agent mentioned him. We spoke about maybe the influence he could have coming in, has come in for Kamara. So let's see what's going to happen there. What do you think the score is going to be? Has your idea of what the score is going to be changed up to this point? When you look at the stats, both teams have had, Senegal had 2 big chances versus Morocco's 1. And then let me just find it. Total shots 10 from Morocco, 1 on target. And then from Senegal, they've had 5 shots, 3 on target. Very, very, very interesting. Big chances created, big chances missed 2 from Senegal, 1 from Morocco. So it's been a very close game. Okay, let's see. Tide is turning towards Morocco. Hakimi is willing to risk a bit more. That would be something you don't do. Hakimi doesn't face this in Europe. Okay, does the ref always have to talk to players whenever there's a set piece? We need to give them a mic. I want to hear what they say. Senegal dominating possession. It doesn't help. They're not a possession, guys. Lona. Trying to see. Yeah, most of this game has been in the middle. 46% of this game has been played in the middle. 30% in Senegal's half, 24% in Morocco's half in terms of passes right now. If Hakimi is that good, let him come to the Premier League. Bongs la rata with us, so Bongs. La rata with us, so you can't take away what a man is doing wherever he is. Especially if he's winning the big trophies. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find some more information. Okay, both teams are lacking Collins Besuma spirit. I think they're tired now. Bring him for Talo. What do you think about how many? Gambino! Michael Carrick is at the wheel. 98% pass rate as a player. 98% win rate. Okay, here we go with Senegal in the box. Yay! Oh, sis! Sis. That was so bad.
Guys, land disappoint and elevator hole.
awukho nahali shem.
Shot there from number 26. Papagé. Ow. Is Hakimi coming off? Is he calling for a sub? What's happening? Oh, okay. No. Another player's injured. I was about to say you can't lose Hakimi in this game. It's Ziawa, guys. People are lying down. Is it Masina? Definitely going to extra time, says Malvin. Look, O.T. Foster was good for PSL, but is bad in the Premier League. 2 goals, 1 assist. But he also plays for a bad team. Should we move the goalpost for him? Senegal Kiriho, says Gambino. Ivan. Move the goalpost, Patrick. Are you talking about Hakimi? But how many goals did the team score, though? No, guys, I understand what you're saying. But surely there's a difference also, I mean, in playing for PSG and playing for somebody else. No? Surely. And there's been a lot of stoppages. I think we're going to get another 10 minutes. I think we're going to get another 10 minutes. Wendy, there's not too much to write home about the ref. I think he's done an okay job, to be honest with you. Oh, Kiole Tom. He must join Arsenal. Who, Hakimi? Oh, why would you want to do that? Leave PSG to join Arsenal. I'm looking at Speed, a video of Speed. The Akiri is at the tournament. For everybody that said, we're too big for Speed. Hey, the Soweto teams don't need Speed. When I put up a video saying, this is marketing, you try and bring that man on. Kio, he's walking around AFCON final. Chat, hey chat, chat. Hey! Oh, Bono! Hey, Bono, adlala, man. Yo, what a save! Oh, Foster, yeah, no, still. Sorry, Foster. No, Bono's incredible. Save there from Bono. Really, yo. What does Speed do? Speed gives you 47 million people watching. Actually, let me do this. Wait. I don't know if he's still live right now. But I want to pull up the numbers. I shows. He's still live. So there are currently 159,000 people watching. Speed right now is in the crowd. He's got about 49 million subscribers on Twitch, sorry. That's what he brings. 8 minutes added on. I see a still watching him going. Look, he brings an audience, guys. Marketing is about an audience. There's a ton of people that wouldn't be watching this AFCON final that don't know about it. And they're going to find it through Speed. That's what you do. Your money is accounted for. Oh, what a last minute. Hey! Senegal pushing in the last 8 minutes here. I hear somebody say the market is And Tyler, that 49 million number, each of those people are giving Boma $10, Boma $5. Matthew, last 7 minutes here. How are you feeling about this game?
Mr. Ochi, we must just hire Helmem Kelele will win the World Cup again.
Oh my gosh. We're watching it for the final, guys.
Senegal and Morocco is a bit shaky. That side that they put it, they are very athletic, those boys, and very clinical. Can you see?
Oh, is he giving the foul? Oh, they scored. He's going to give the foul. Do you think it's a foul there, Matt?
I think it's a foul.
So, do you think that Senegal just has fresher legs?
No, they got fresh legs. And Senegal, remember, they're very clinical. You know, they're very clinical, very experienced, and this will be the second time they're winning this AFCON with this. They're playing this AFCON with an 80%, 85% of this team. So even if he can foul this opportunity, they're still gonna score again. The confidence level is very high. Morocco is found wanting.
So do you think that if Morocco can hold on for a little bit more, can that energy of the fresh legs be overcome?
No. I don't see that. They're not coming back into the game. I don't see them having any shot at goals. Now they're gonna be pressed.
Yeah. Okay. Let me bring in Damlelo. Damlelo, welcome. How are you?
Good, I'm good, and you?
I'm good, my brother. Tell me about this. How do you see?
I just want to talk about the foul. Like both guys put their hands to each other in the chest, and one falls on the ground, the other one stood his ground. It was supposed to be a goal, right? We were supposed to be sleeping now. Now we're going to extra time. It's very soft foul, like. Okay, bye, Oti.
Okay, bye. It's a soft foul, but sometimes you take the opportunity. If somebody puts their hands on you, just fall down, guys. Just fall down and go mararev. I don't know why we have too much pride to do those type of things. I'm not saying dive. Sometimes you just gotta exaggerate just a little bit. Anyway, Senegal has woken up with those fresh legs. But Nicholas Jackson and some of those players have come off now. Can they be hurt by taking off some of the players who are a little bit more stable in this game? Let me go to Tix. Tix, welcome. Tix Murray.
Hey, I would do wrong.
Kishabuka, man.
Okay, right. The marawa ropa what?
Ropa.
I told you Retlowina 1 million was Senegal today. That was a goal. Majitaba Pushana gara boxing. If Nelma Arab, VAR, that was a goal. Because it's not my Arab, or you can see there's money going on in this thing.
Yeah, but allegedly. Ikora joang Morocco Senegal mon. Ito yung kajwa.
Senegal, they are going second half. They'll just be a magic. What will go around fair? It one fair.
Oh, out of the blue. Not a build up, not a cross.
No, I think like I said piece. That set piece goal by handing is the same way they're gonna score. Because open play on Ayapal, Bapalilana, but they've been missing chances.
Okay. Let's see. We're 95 minutes into it. We're probably going to extra time, but let me bring in Sinja. Sinja, last 2 minutes here. Can somebody steal it?
Nah, I think they're going to go through extra time. You know, as I said, sometimes.
Penene. Could that be a penene shout? Is VAR gonna jump in?
Hey, you see this thing of watching this thing on SAP Sport. We are still there by the corner kick. We are there by the corner kick.
There's a penalty shout. There's a penalty shout from Morocco for Morocco.
For Morocco. I see now. I see. I didn't see it, but anyway, I see they are shouting. They are shouting.
Technically,
it's not gonna be penalty.
Technically,
it's not gonna be a penalty. Ooh, they're gonna give it.
Technically,
they're gonna give it.
They have to give it. It's a penalty.
They're gonna give it.
Yeah, it's a penalty.
They're gonna give it.
Ref is going to go check on the screen.
They're gonna give it.
Imagine losing because of that.
That's football.
Imagine losing because of that. Okay. For time, CJ, is there anything you want to touch on?
No. I just, This. What a way to end our rant. Yeah, he's pulling a Sundowns on us. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Morocco and Sundowns, same WhatsApp group.
Why are people following the ref to the TV? That's not allowed. Anyway, for time, let me go to Bongs. Bongs, Ubona.
Before you keep working, referral, the words said by Sinje are not of the overthinking football show. Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, why is there such a ruckus around the ref?
Problem is that it's a direct penalty, that thing. You can see
That's a penalty.
the hands from the Senegalese player. It's a penalty.
Given.
Another question, Uti. What are turning higher?
Ofi, Bota will enjoy. He's going to spend another week. Kakwa.
It's now bought an Arab now.
He's an Arab.
Just like Mama Joy Ele, Mama Joy. They need to come home. I give a support any team that's not Kaizer Chiefs.
Yo, wait, is it? No, Bongs, it's not midnight yet. We're not back it, guys. Let me bring in Butari penalty. It could be over.
Yeah, they gave it. Man. Trump, wait up.
I'm over here.
No, it's not. Wait, Trump. Sorry, man.
No, Trump must tell us, is it a penalty?
He's not even watching the game. He's busy watching his things there. Look, man. Yeah, ne? Hey, are we gonna... Personally, I feel like on the other side, that was a goal.
Yeah.
That was a goal. Hakimi and the other guy, both hands were on each other. Hakimi realized that he's facing away from the ball. He can't jump as high as the striker decided to fall.
Yeah.
And yeah, now there's chaos. Yo, I know. Look. Oh, this is getting out of hand. It pains to lose like this when you realize that we could have gotten a goal on the other side. Okay, Eriko, were you going to give that penalty?
Yeah.
I mean, the penalty is, were you going to give that goal as a foul?
I was gonna give the goal. But then VAR changes things because
Exactly.
VAR, you have to take the minute things.
Oh, but it's 50. They always say it's 50-50. Your hand, okay. If the striker fell, do you think they were going to give it a penalty? If the Senegal striker fell,
yes.
Guys, now we're no longer playing football. Hakimi realized that I'm facing away from the pole. The strikers are taking the ball. I'm facing away, and I can't jump enough. Let me fall. But his hand went first to the Senegal striker. Yo, African football, nonsense.
Look, give VAR. The truth is the truth. Look, normally you wouldn't call Mudau's penalty versus the Mudau penalty when we played Egypt. But VAR is VAR. VAR, if there's content.
Understand? Okay, my argument is, why did the referee not call the referee to do VAR for the Hakimi goal, for the Hakimi mess up goal there? Why not? To say, referee, come decide. It was a 50-50. You've called a foul, but we feel like it was a 50-50. Come decide on your own. Because now, this thing, it's annoying. The Senegalese feels like, as much as this could be a penalty, they feel like they've been robbed from the other side. If the goal on the other side was given, it changes the entire thing. So now we're going to go back to the argument, Guti. Vele, this AFCON was meant for the Arabs, no one else, because you get this Varno.
Okay, now I'm gonna jump in for time's sake, guys. There's been a lot that has been.
No, but before I go,
yeah.
Before I go, Oti, I wanted to ask you: are we as South African not appreciating Abongile Tom enough? Because he seemed to be performing well with AFCON and very bold.
No, there's nothing.
Are we not appreciating the man enough?
We're not. We don't. I get it. We know him You don't appreciate somebody who's in your own house, Akir. Yeah, but now what's going on? Are they leaving?
This guy's doing well, Padano.
Yo,
What's happening,
yo,
guys?
is he telling them to go? Wow, he's telling them to go. Coach, wait. Guys, for time's sake, is he telling them to go? Okay, I'm gonna go with the members now. You can't do that. Agent.
This is disgraceful. This is disgraceful. This is a disgrace. You can't do this in a tournament.
No, they must
You can't
leave.
do this.
No, they must
Leave
leave.
for what? Leave for
No,
what?
no, they must leave. They
For
must
what?
let them play because the VAR only operates when the Arab are affected. It only work when the
Like
Arab are affected.
when? Like when?
Yeah,
Like when?
they must leave. They're suspended.
Like
It's fine.
when? Like when?
It's fine.
There was a foul there
They
when
must,
they
they
scored.
must,
It
they
was a
must,
clear foul.
there was no foul on the Senegalese goal. That was 50-50. But the VAR didn't call the referee.
50.
Now
What was
on the
another 50?
Morocco side is
What was another
working.
50? What was another 50?
Aye, they
What
must
was another
leave the
50?
field. They must leave
What
the
was the
field
other 50?
and go and play for their teams. Because this is daylight robot.
If it's a 50-50, I'm saying there's a 50%
Aye.
chance that it's a foul,
This
or a 50%
VAR,
chance it's not a foul,
this
which
VAR,
means they have to choose the other 50.
when Morocco is playing, VAR is working perfectly for them now and then. No, they must just
Even
leave
that
that
one
field.
went to VAR. Even that one went to
Aye,
VAR.
it didn't go.
Oh,
It didn't go. It was not working.
Guys, I've never seen this before. I wonder what's going to happen. Is it a fine? Is it a fine? Is it a forfeit?
Nah,
It's a forfeit and a ban, actually.
at least they will save themselves. They play for their teams where they are playing nice football and all
Mara, guys,
this.
can't you put in
Agent,
an argument? Can't you put in an appeal? Like, what? Why are we doing this?
Agent, it goes back to, remember, I've always argued this VAR thing is just here to mess up our football. Just here to mess up football, this VAR thing. Yeah, look, now they are showing the slow-mo on that one. These guys, they are challenging each other. He hit the ball like the VAR didn't intervene here. But when it comes to Moroccan, it's always against Tanzania, the VAR does this, the same
Don't
thing.
you see the hand on the face? Is that on Motaung another thing?
Aye,
Is that on
agent.
Motaung thing?
I'm saying
I thought we came here and said a hand to the face is a foul.
That Senegal's goal is not a foul there.
Mara,
We said hand
but
to the
guys,
face
They
foul.
must just leave that field of play.
But
Because
guys,
this is
isn't
not
this
football anymore. This is
guys?
not football. We've
Guys,
been watching Morocco.
Mara. Yeah, man.
Wait, OT. We've been watching
Yeah,
Morocco's game
man.
since the beginning of the tournament. This is what we've been subject to. This is what we've been subject to VAR with
No,
this
but
nonsense.
I
We've
want to
watched
say, but guys, whoa, I want to say, isn't this the legacy of VAR that normally you would not blow that, but now when VAR comes into play, it becomes interpretation of the rules. The rules don't say how much of a push it must be, how little of a push it must be. They just say contact in a certain way. So
OT. We are speaking adult things now. A hand to the face foul. Whether you are trying to put makeup on Salah's face or what, foul.
They must take
Hand
out
to the face is a foul.
this VR thing out of our beautiful football. It's just here to mess up our beautiful football. This VR thing. Must just get rid of
no,
it.
but guys, that's a penalty
Khoza,
though. This one is a penalty though.
Dr. Khoza must just make sure that this thing doesn't set its foot here in South Africa. Won't watch football like this.
They're leaving.
No.
When
Let
they're
them leave.
leaving.
It's fine.
That's good.
Let them
Thank you.
leave.
Leave,
Let them
guys.
leave.
We've been subjected to this since the beginning of the tournament. They must leave.
Wow. I've never
Thank
seen
you.
this.
Leave.
Thank
Let them
you.
leave. It's fine. Let them leave. It's okay. Let them leave.
Thank you, Senegal. We've been subjected to this thing since the first game of Morocco.
Guys.
Thank you.
Do you know that? Okay, but if
No,
we're having a
thank
real
you.
but if we're having a real conversation, what I don't like about this is that it sets a very bad precedent. So every time a team feels as though something has gone wrong, whether right or wrong, you can't be doing this. If they were gonna walk off, you have to walk off when the goal is scored and they say no. You can't walk off now after a penalty.
It was bound to happen.
No, but
It was
really,
bound to
listen to what
happen
I'm
since
saying.
the first game.
I hear you,
I hear
but
you.
listen to what I'm saying. If they didn't have this penalty now, they wouldn't have walked off. So is it because of justice, or is it because
No,
now
no,
you're trying to stop something?
they have to walk off. They have to walk off now because the VAR only comes to work when it affects
No, no,
when it
no. But
affects them.
very, but this is what I'm
VAR was
saying.
supposed to intervene on their
And
goal.
then walk off. Then walk off when your goal is disallowed. Don't walk off when you've
No,
given away a penalty.
no, they
Don't
must
walk
walk
out.
off now. Look, Sadio
That's
Mane is
my
calling. They
thing.
must just need them to go. We've been
Look
subject.
at people that played in professional football, not this kangaroo people that are doing.
We've
Sadio
been
Man is remaining.
we've
That's what you do as a professional.
ah,
Hakim was gonna miss that penalty. Hakim
we've
was
been
gonna miss that
subjected.
penalty.
We've been subjected to this since the first game. Even Tanzania went out due to these things. We've been subjected to it for the same thing.
With Veli, how many fouls that you are calling were bad fouls, and review them? Because even
Oh,
today, we're still arguing with Abuti Kuzo that the Tanzanian penalty was not a penalty. He was arguing that it was not a penalty. He said he dived before. So, but still, this is irresponsible. This is wrong. Whether right or wrong, we lost
Tanzanian side, that was a pure.
Sorry, guys, I've got a
What
question.
happened?
I've got a
Whoa,
burning
whoa,
question.
okay,
I see
whoa. Wait, guys, whoa. Order, please,
they're
order.
coming back.
Guys, order, yeah, they're coming back. It seems like coach wants them to go, but then Sadio Mane is calling them back. I'm going to just get back order back. I'm going to go Coach KP, Sinje, then Fash Lord. Coach KP.
Hey, my brother. This is funny moment, but you know,
Is
besides
disaster.
Whoa, guys,
besides the
whoa.
fact
Order,
that
guys. Order, guys. Order. Whoa, Coach KP.
yeah, I'm saying besides the fact that we might feel hard done or what, like put away the club or the whatever that you are in favor of. This is a disgrace to African football, my brother. This is a total disgrace to African football. And Agent, overthinking. You said something that majority of us will miss it. Why didn't you walk out after that goal? You want fairness, you feel that was the wrong decision, walk out. But now you're looking at the minutes, it's a penalty given, you're thinking it's too soft, you walk out. So my brother, I don't know. It's a penalty, it's not a penalty, but I still don't condone what's happening. It's a disgrace to us as Africans.
I think, Coach KB, my problem is this. This becomes a slippery slope because every decision now that we feel goes a certain way, we feel it shouldn't have been. Does this mean that you can walk off at any time? And I'm not saying whether the decision was right or wrong. My issue is then if it becomes a subjective thing for people who are on the pitch, right, who maybe gets to see a replay once or twice. Now, what happens? Do we all just go, anytime something's wrong, we walk off? It can't be like that, honestly speaking. Or walk off at the right time when you have been robbed. That's when you walk off, because they wouldn't have walked off if this penalty was not given.
That's what I'm saying, overthinking that, at first then I was like everybody, no. Yeah, no, Morocco is robbing Senegal. Okay, I get that. But now you put yourself as an African, currently as it is, when overthinking, Europeans don't like this tournament as it is. They don't like it because it's in the middle of the season and all those things. Now with this happening, it's something else. But let's hand over to others.
Okay. Sinja.
One, I've got a question, right?
Yeah.
There was a foul that was given to Morocco twice by the referee.
Yeah.
Right? First, it was the Hakimi incident. Then is this penalty. Now, when I'm maybe I need correction. Do we give the foul on the first offender, or do we give the foul on the one that is dramatic, or one that we feel is more dramatic? The reason I am saying this, in the incident of where the Senegal, I understand the frustration of the Senegalians. Hakimi is the first person to push.
Yeah.
And when the retaliation happens, he falls.
Yeah.
This is the second time where a Moroccan first does the foul by pulling the Senegalian defense. And when they retaliate in the push, in the pull, in what is done to him, he falls. When the referee goes and looks at VAR, does the referee look at where it started, or does he look at the ending? Is my concern, because he's looking at this thing in the television. He sees the Moroccan player pulling the Nigerian defender's shots together with the t-shirt, and yet he does not give the foul to the Senegal team. And I'm asking myself why.
So Sinje, I hear you, and everything you're saying can make sense. I think my problem is the retaliation, especially because there are ways to retaliate. There are ways to appeal. There's ways to do a lot of different things. You can't just be doing this thing now, if that makes sense. So what these North African teams do after all of this, they write their letters, they put in their appeals, and things happen. But just for the sake of this penalty here, let's just give it a second. Diaz steps up. Oh, he's missed! He's missed! He's missed!
Thank you. Thank you.
He missed it!
Thank you, God.
This could
Thank
actually
you, God.
this could actually be top tier mind games. Fesh Lord.
OT, good evening, how are you, sir?
I'm good at you, my brother.
I'm okay. Football is gone. Football is going.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I don't understand the use of VAR if the referee cannot go to the VAR to check, even if it is glaring. If there was an agreement, he can check, but he decided not to go and decided to wait until it goes the other way.
Yeah.
These North African teams must be stopped. This thing has to stop. Now he wants the Moroccans to rule us for the next 4 years. No. Other African teams must come out to host in the Nations Cup.
Yeah,
Because this thing is hosting to win, and it doesn't make things right, man. I love the way the Senegalese team. They make sure they pressure out. They call in the goalkeeper. Everybody went to go and cool down, and they came out.
Yeah.
You see, now God of football doesn't joke. He doesn't joke at all.
So Fesh, should there be something done to the Senegal team? So if the ref had decided you guys are walking out, I'm gonna red card all of you, would that be fine?
Yeah, they are not right to walk away from the free. They are not, because if they should do that, it's going to be 10 years ban. You can't walk away from the pitch because the decision did not go your way. If every team now started doing that, we will lose the interest in watching football. Or else the VAR should just get out there. The referee will use this thing to decide the game. But the teams must not walk out of the stadium, of the field, just because the decision doesn't go their way.
Okay. Before I go back up to the panel, I just wanted to say, here's another thing that my problem with this is. It's not that people are wrong with the VAR and all of that stuff. My issue is, all of you are complaining. We're all complaining here. How many real complaints came in terms of the FAs putting in complaints? If it's a CAF thing, and if it's a Champions League thing, and if it's a this, and if it's a that, how many actual real appeals, how many actual real documentations and things have come in order for this? Because again, I think Senegal is super lucky here, because the ref could have said red cards to everyone. Y'all left the field. Y'all halted. Yeah.
OT, the corruption in world football, especially in Africa, is too deep. It's very, very deep.
No, but we can't say that. We can't say that.
Happened against Nigeria, Morocco. Wait, Stanley Wabali was thrown something from. We can't say that. How?
The banana.
There was evidence to say there was a racist. Yeah, there was a racist thing. CAF did not even investigate it. The Nigerian FA did not even say they are going to protest of it, anything. So those are the things that are killing African football. None of these FA chairmen are going to complain, are going to send a letter to just Patrice Motsepe to say, this is what is happening. None of those FA chairmen are going to come up against any CAF official to say, we want to protest this. Any protest to CAF is down to the grain. Nobody's going to complain because of the corruption in our
for time, what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to go
just
through.
quickly.
No, I'm going
I
to
want
go
to say
back up.
something
Wait, Sinja, I'm going to go back up and come back down. You'll get your chance, don't worry. Just for order's sake, agent. Extra time has started now. Do you want to add on to anything or say anything?
Let's not mislead.
Oh,
Let's not
sorry.
mislead the
Wait,
Lago has been
Bukhari.
here. Lago has been here. He's fine. He's fine, that one.
You guys are the worst. Members.
But let's not mislead the public and the 1,000 people that are here. Contact is not a problem. Those people were having a contact on each other. Hand to the face. It's a yellow card and it's a foul. There was a hand to the face on that Senegal thing. Unless if someone can tell me there was no hand to the face, then I'll say, okay, let's see. But hand to the face, it's a clear, sometimes my frustration with us fans is we don't read. That's my problem. We don't read. We must read. IFAB releases a weekly, not a weekly, a yearly guidelines and yearly new rules. Every year, 1st of July, without fail. Always. The guideline has been there. It was issued out. Hand to the face, foul.
Okay.
It's not even an argument. Second thing, you are pulling a player back from the throat. That is a dangerous play. It's a foul. Whether we hate North Africans or not, I will not be hotspotted into the wrong things. The ref here made 110% decision here. I don't care if you say I'm wrong or right. I'm telling what the law says. Tell the law that is wrong. I'm telling what the law says now. The second thing that I wanted to say, it was a yellow card for all of them, by the way, for leaving without the instruction of the ref or permission of the ref. All of them yellow cards.
So agent, I want to ask you directly, where do you sit on this thing? Because it feels like whenever things go wrong, the protests are the protests, but the actual administrative, legal, all of that don't seem to come, especially if we feel like this is a problem that has been around for a long time. When do we look at our associations?
I'll come back to that. I just remembered the goal, it was reviewed. It was not because something was not shown on the VAR, it doesn't mean it was not reviewed. It was reviewed. There was a sudden stop after that goal to check, but they clear that it's not a clear and obvious error. So the ball continued. When it's not a clear and obvious error, you don't have to spend 5 minutes checking. Checking for what? Because you've determined that's not a clear and obvious error. If maybe the ref didn't blow it as a whistle, maybe the wasn't touching. But for me, why am I lying? You mustn't say people are lying. Where? Show me. It doesn't matter. What matters is even if I'm the only one.
Yeah.
Even if I'm the only one.
Guys. Order. Why are you guys protesting on my life? Please.
But the truth is the truth. They were not robbed. And that's it. Whether they score and win, it doesn't matter. And what they did was wrong. And I'm willing. Guys, education, Google is free. Go Google. You'll learn a lot. Thank you. I'll leave it at that.
Velile, I'm going to give it an opportunity.
Please don't skip me.
Okay. Well, before you come in,
agent, don't leave. Come back. Agent, come back.
Okay. Time. Whoa. Guys, can I just say, Senegal has scored 1-0. They're leading. I'm going to go Velile, then I'm going to go to Vutlari. Vutlari, I'm sorry. Velile, what do you have to say? Yeah.
No, I don't disagree with the agent when he said that the penalty in terms of the foul of the player is a foul. We don't on that one we are clear and understand on this one. Our argument was that on the first incident, as he said night before, it was not clear. It's a cut and paste on that one. That's why they just let it go. They didn't review it too much. But now our argument is that now and then when it comes to Morocco, suddenly on that one, the VAR is working on those ones. There was a foul there. And the initial issue, the hands where both players raised their hands. Even Hakim raised their hands first on that challenge of the player. It's just that he was beaten and that's why he was challenged, and that's why he fall. And suddenly it's a foul. It's a foul against Senegal, and they denied their goal. But the VAR doesn't intervene on that one of saying, but both players raised their hands, and Hakim was the first one to do that because he was stopping him from attacking.
Yeah.
But because now he was defeated on that challenge and then he fall, then suddenly there is a foul. And the VAR doesn't check that because Hakim was the first one to do that. But on the second one, the referee didn't even see it, but the VAR called him now to come and look at it. They should have done the same thing even on the first issue, because that was a 50-50. Hakim was blocking the player from the attacking position.
Okay.
We're not denying that. That no, it's not a foul. But that was a 50-50. Both players raised their hands. But now they are not calling on. They're not calling on that one of the Senegalese one. But they are so quick to judge on Senegal as a penalty. And our argument is that we've seen this thing from the first game of Morocco playing. It was bound to happen. This thing was happening now. Because the frustration of Senegal, they don't start from this game. They don't emanate from this game only. It starts it's boiled from in previous games that was happening, even on the game against Tanzania, whereby some teams were denied penalty. You should look at those decisions.
I hear you, Velile. I hear you, but can I also look at the associations and say Ankulmanga?
If there is a foul, we don't deny the foul. If there is foul, yes, we agree. Hands on the face, it's a foul, we agree. But can it be fair to all the teams that are on the field of play? Now and then, it comes so quickly.
I hear you, Velile. I want to know if it really is a problem like that. How come it has not been handled by the said associations? Can we also look at them and say Maraka is nani and complain? Because we know the North complains. The North puts in the appeals, they do all of those things. Have our guys done that? Or are we just complaining as fans?
We cannot run football like that in a matter of complaining now and then. Let things just run smooth the way they're supposed to be.
But if something's wrong,
they not need to.
But really, if something is really...
Then remove this very thing on our beautiful game. I've said it before.
Then must that not be a petition? But does that not need to be... Velile, does that not need to be a petition made by the associations? Why is Bayegel?
No, it has to. But it has to be. But it is seen. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying to you, the thing that happened today, it was bound to happen. It was boiling from the beginning of the tournament. Because we are human beings at the end of the day. We can see what is happening.
Yeah,
it has been coming.
But the human beings who are meant to speak are not speaking.
Remove this very thing because it has messed up our beautiful game. It has denied our football to have more goals because of this silly offside now and then. A player is offside with just only a boot and it's an offside. There's just
but it's offside though. Mara, is that not the rule? Is that not the rule?
No, I just hope FIFA will look at the proposal that has been submitted by Arsene Wenger in terms of offside. That a player must be clear.
That's also going to have the same problem.
No,
that's also going to have the same problem.
Especially since the introduction of this virus just messed up our game. It has denied goals on the beautiful game. The beautiful game has become just boring with no goals now and then. Because each and every attempt and goal is going to be denied by this stupid VAR. No.
For time I'm going to jump in. Guys, I honestly don't want us to lose sight of this. I hear you. And if it's such, I say this about our local football in South Africa, I say, if this is such a big problem, there's people whose jobs it is to bring this up. Or else we're going to be sitting here for the next 10 years speaking about the North and they do this and they do this, when there's associations whose power is meant to be if something's going wrong. And I'm going off of people saying that this is something that is new. Oh, it's not new, sorry. It's not new. It's something that has happened a long time. For me, it rings that we're making a noise. I'm a fan. You're a fan. We're all fans here. The noise is not going to give you anything. If this is serious, then somebody Jordan, Eto, Zbanban have to complain. Nigeria complained when Bafana got away with a yellow card. I saw it here. Somebody complained. Ahly, when they did their walk-off, they complained. So if we're just going to sit here and complain every day here, then what's the point of complaining? What's the point? In fact, even in this situation right now, the ref let Senegal off because all of those players should have yellow cards right now. So it's going to be a situation where you're complaining, I'm complaining, you're complaining, that one's complaining, everyone's complaining. But if your guys don't go and put in the actual complaint, then what matter? What's going to change then? Because the North puts in their complaints. But anyway. Let me go to Vutlare. Vutlare.
Firstly, OT, I want to say I'm the only honorable member in this house. Very disciplined member. Very in order. No, man, OT. For me, I feel like that was a mind game by Senegal.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm using a conspiracy theory. I saw the coach went to Mane and spoke to him somehow, and then everyone just started leaving. Mane stayed on the field. He started calling, and not all the players left the field, by the way, because if all the players left the field, there's going to be something else. Then started calling all of them, comes back. Mane runs back inside, comes back with the coach. Now coach is motivating the players. Yeah. I feel like they were trying to say, maybe they are not happy with something. We will lose, but we'll have launched a kind of a protest that will be noticed worldwide, but we'll continue playing because for me, it was not worth not going to the World Cup. Because you lose on the final, you walk out, you get banned. You're not going to go to the World Cup. Chances that I don't know how many years you'll be banned. So it will be, what do you call this? It will be a mind game that they played. But secondly, maybe I didn't say it properly there. I feel like the penalty is a penalty, no argument about it. But the Senegal goal, I'm not sure if the hands was on the face there. I'm honestly not sure. I might have missed it. But now, I guess it's a matter of who fell first. So we can argue a lot of things. Maybe we should give our referees an opportunity to say, referees are bound to make tiny mistakes. Like that was a 50-50 call. It could have went either way. So maybe we should be lenient with such calls. But because I guess as the black part of the African continent, everyone just it seems like, the Arabs are benefiting from everything. It's a sad ending for me. It's a typical African football game, a typical AFCON game, a typical kind of a CAF game. You just start to watch, look what's going to happen towards the end of the second half. Chances that the Moroccan fans might start throwing in bottles. So it's a bad presentation of our football. I'm not happy with that. Senegal was not supposed to do that. Whether mind games or not, the referee was supposed to give all of them yellow cards. From there, those that had yellow cards were supposed to walk off the field because they deserved it. So for me, but I'm glad Senegal is winning. But it's football
Morocco's
after all.
Complain. They're typing it right now. It's being typed. I'm sure they've given it to...
Because Algeria went out. That was a fair lose. But they started complaining. So the Arabs know how to complain. And I think most of the refs are afraid of Arabs. That is why maybe most calls go towards them because they know these guys might get us sanctioned because they always complain. Tina, Siakuluma on the corners, we don't do anything. Did Nigeria complain about the banana thing? Did Cameroon complain about the refs? Did they write anything? We haven't seen anything. But Algeria, the same minute the whistle blown, there was everything that they are complaining. They made it clear. So we should start complaining.
Okay.
They should start, they should start doing that. But bad presentation of our football. And in closing, OT, I'm the only member in this overthinking members group who's very disciplined, who doesn't argue, sticks to his time.
I want to call to order Sinje. Sinje, lauleka mdaka baba. Hi. Mapapo pants and forward.
If I can, guys, 104 minutes have gone. Senegal is still leading 1-0. Morocco with a chance there, just wide. And then, of course, Senegal on the counter-attack, smothered at the very, very last minute. But Senegal is still leading 1-0. Let me go to Sinje. Sinje?
Chair, Prince, protect me. Protect me. I'm one of the few that were very, very disciplined. I wanted agent not to leave because I wanted to say to agent, when we say player
He's not
power,
here.
when we talk about player power, we must put in our dictionary, Sergio Mane.
Yeah.
We must put money as the definition of player power. When we say we are talking about player power, we are talking about a player who single-handedly, I don't buy this conspiracy theory that we just had.
With CJ, when you talk of something GP, we are talking about.
Hey, guys. Hey, you guys.
He has demonstrated player power and player influence, calling the whole team back. The technical team, the coach itself, he went to go fetch them. That's what we call power. That's what we call power. Just cleanly, that's what we call power. Secondly, Mr. Oti, you know, why must we, I hear the complaints, but how many complaints have been launched and have went our way? We watched, what's this goalkeeper, Chipa United. We watch him, his down, people coming in, take his down and leave.
Yeah.
And nothing was done. It is happening right in front of our eyes. The cameras are there. Why must Nigeria write a letter of complaining of what is... Because it disadvantages the goalkeeper because, one, he is sweating and the sweat is going into his ear, into his eyes, and he can't see. When he turns to go and look at his down, someone is taken it. He goes to the bench and goes fetch another one, wipes his face, places it in the hand. By the time he goes and stand, someone comes in and takes it. And why must a letter be written of that? And that is
I can explain why.
Yes.
The federation as a whole has very limited chance to do those things without it looking like favoritism. So if they jump in themselves immediately as the federation, then the federations, the other associations can complain that you guys are showing favoritism. Rather, we be a court than we be the police. So you bring the complaint, then we put it on the table, we bring all the parties to the table, we investigate, and then we can be the arbiter of the thing, not necessarily judge, jury, and executioner. Because if you jump in today, you might be expected to jump in for the next day, and there's another thing, and this one might feel that, and that one might feel that, and this might be a real thing, that might not be a real thing. Rather, bring me your complaint with your evidence. We go and we sit down, we investigate that thing. If you are right, you are right. If you're wrong, you're wrong, and we move it on from there, rather than to be people that jump in. I think it's for the safety of the mother body to not be... You know, it's the same as...
I hear you, Mr. Oti, but I like what you said with the police. Mr. Oti, if I am robbing you and a police van passes by while I'm robbing you, it is the police responsibility to stop the van and go and arrest the crime they are seeing happening.
Yeah. Who's the police? If a judge passes your house and sees somebody robbing you, does the judge jump in? So is the police not the association?
No. I'm saying in this context, what we're talking about, the federation is the police. Do you get what I mean? This thing is happening. Yeah. It's happening first of all, in their own tournament. They are seeing it. I don't see the need of Nigeria to go and say, yo, unsportsmanlike conduct that was done by our opponents to our to our goalkeeper. You are seeing it right in front of your eyes. It is the officials, even the officials that are officiating in this game. They have to go, and if they have to even put yellow cards or red cards on the benches when they see something wrong happening on the field. Something, Mr. OT, is happening on the field, and the
Yeah.
officials are there to see it. And now we must wait for Nigeria to report it, where the officers are watching it happening.
I say the police is your association, because the police is meant to be, you bring your police, I bring my police. Both of our police are sitting at that thing. Tina, as mother body, we only get in when both the police have done what the police have to do. I don't see CAF as the police, and I don't think CAF wants to be the police. Rather, your peers, rather as peers, you bring each other to the court than for the judge to be the policeman and to go to the house and to file the papers and to do whatever, so that we can still sit in a place where we are a non-biased committee. We sit at the top and we say, hey guys, bring your evidence. Is it important to you? Is it not important to you? Sometimes people don't report not because they didn't see something wrong. There might be something they stand to gain or benefit later on. Sometimes you don't say the yellow card, ya mokwena. You kind of keep quiet because maybe you're trying to screw somebody else. So I don't want to be part of that. If you feel that way, bring it to me and then we'll investigate it. But it has to be an action that comes from the association, whatever it is. You get me? I don't.
Okay.
In a perfect world, you jump in and do those things. But I don't think that the association wants to muddy themselves that much, and I don't think you want an association that has that much power, because at the end of the day,
same
that power
association.
can
go. Lastly, Mr. Oti, the same association that can ban and fine a club for fans behaving or misbehaving without any complaints. Surely the same association can fine what's this team that was playing against Nigeria when their fans, someone coming from the fans to grab Wabali's towel and run back to the fans again. Do you get what I mean?
No, but also don't forget that most of those situations with the fans come from stadium management, not from the federation. So stadium management says, guys, you guys created a situation, or there was a situation of rules that have been broken in terms of health, safety, all of those things. That's when they jump into, you get me? So like, even in that situation, it's not like they're jumping in themselves.
Okay, no, I hear you. Mr. Oti, Senegal is still leading. I'm happy. Let the conversation continue. Agent, we have seen what we call player power today, my friend. We have seen it with our own eyes.
I've seen GP.
For time,
with my
guys, let me go to Fesh Lord, guys. Apologies for the time. It's 108. I'll keep you occupied. Fesh.
Yeah, Oti, we are still here.
Very deep conversation being had. I don't know where you want to jump in.
Yeah, the God of soccer is working wonders. I wish Senegal win this AFCON. There will be peace in Africa.
Don't you want Senegal to win? I want Senegal to win. Me, I want Senegal to walk out. If there was wrong, it's nice that the wronged party walks out.
I want Senegal. No, I want Senegal to win, but they will have done a big mistake if they walk off the field that time. They will have done a big mistake. You see how it's going now. But I want to talk about the Sterling Wabali case. You said if it's only the FA that can launch an appeal to say our player was subjected to this and that, but up to so far, nothing has been done from the Nigerian FA. It means they are fine.
Oh, you're just cutting there, Fesh. Just say it again, Fesh. You're just cutting.
I said the Sterling Wabali case, the FA has not launched any investigation to that. But in the section from Moroccans, there is this news that Sterling Wabali might face CAF sanction because he used the middle finger, which is there on the video. So if the Moroccan now launch and
he missed! Oh my word!
Ish, what a miss, man. This will call this game to oh my god. Ouch. I hope this will not come to bite them. I hope this is not coming to bite them.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
I just hope the CAF will do the right thing by banning the stadium, that stadium where the banana was being thrown. Maybe they should ban them because this Moroccan, what they want to do is the hosting and to win at all costs. They don't even want to know how it's going to be. They just want to win. They just want to win the AFCON. Africans should come up. People should host the Nations Cup. If you want to win the Nations Cup, you must host it.
No, we're gonna put our hands up for that too, guys. Senegal with a miss. Ishmara, guys, this would have been done. It would have been finished. Let me just for time, agent.
Where's
Malume Kuto's not here.
It's fine. We'll wait for Mr. What is his name? Kongwani. And I want an apology for 7 days and 7 nights, one by one. One by one. Before every live, there must be an apology to me and me alone. Because I know in these streets, I'm right.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, Mr. Uti, I'm not gonna say anything further. But yeah, I think I wanted to say something that one point that the gents do make, which I hear is, if you complain after this, the ref's decision is final. You have lost the final. You know, so what? You know, you can complain all you want.
Yeah.
Will they take the trophy?
I think my point was, if it's such an endemic problem, the way we're describing it, to say that it's not new, we've got other matches and all of that stuff, surely then, if it's such a big issue, at some point you then come out and you go, hi guys, we need to make sure that then it's a class action where all of us come out, and then we might not get the trophy, but at the very least, you get some new structures and things put together, right? That's my thing. Like, we're acting as though we are not federations, we're not associations of the federation. You get me? So if this many countries have been wronged, Champions League, what, AFCON, and we speak about the North, then surely that is enough to all come together. I mean, if Nigeria stands with Senegal, stands with South Africa, stands with, you're telling me that there's no change that could be then forced, maybe not for previous things, but maybe for in the future. This is what we want. If it means VAR must be abolished, it must be abolished. If it means the ref must check it all the time, it must be. If it means we have to have a representative that can come down and you've got 3 times to veto something or whatever, something must be done, because then we're going to complain forever. It's like when we speak about the PSL and we speak about financial fair play. No, Sundowns is killing everybody. They're signing what. If it was such a big problem, you would literally have maybe 15, 14, 13 teams that can come together as part.
For me, Mr. Uti, the problem comes is when maybe you are asked to produce proof, and when you produce proof, you are talking nonsense. You know, like I won't get on that. Was it which final against Sundowns? You review the clips. Kongwani says spot on decisions. What else are you gonna say? You know. So sometimes even this, you know, I wish AFCON had PG Mall kind of thing, where if they made a wrong decision, communicate. If there's a controversial decision, communicate why it was the right decision. You know, and the one thing that we saw at Club World Cup that I thought we'll see here is referees explaining that decision.
I think people didn't want it, agent. People didn't like it when we said, but it's fine. Yeah.
But I think for me, in as much as one would want the Senegal to win, the manner in which the game ends, it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. It just leaves a bitter taste in my mouth, because, you know, sometimes this is where I come in and say, we can celebrate it. People can celebrate what they're saying, about refs being bad, AFCON not having what spirit, what not. The white Europeans like exactly what we're doing. We are feeding the narrative that they exactly want, that this is a useless tournament played by buffoons who are not supposed to be even having that kind of tournament. What did Karaga say? It's not a major tournament, and we are proving to him that it's not a major tournament. You know, and even the manner in which we voice our opinions. You know, sometimes even if you are protesting, Mr. Oti, let's say for argument's sake you are protesting. Why don't you guys be on the pitch and talk with the ref? Talk. Why leave? You know, you could be having with the ref speaking whatever your mind and nothing. It is wrong. I hope people will condemn it. But then I get it, man. I don't think sometimes people are clouded by hate. Unfortunately, I have no hate. That's why my eyesight is always pure. But Senegal did was wrong, and I hope one day will accept it. But thank you, Mr. Oti.
No, it's not even about that, agent. What they did opens an opportunity for Morocco to now complain, and then when the changes come through, because Bona they've done whatever they do, next tournament when things change, they would have effected a change instead of just complaining. So this motion right now,
and for me, this is the thing that what is CAF gonna do with Senegal? Because if they don't nip it in the bud, it's going to continue in the next tournament. Next year, people are going to walk off, you know, and it's a fine even enough in this kind of cases. Because if it's a fine, FAs will know they'll pay the fine.
Yeah.
Imagine the holders of AFCON at AFCON.
Hey.
But anyways,
let me go to Velile. Hey, now I'll use that today.
No, I guess at sometimes we must stop this thing of always validating ourselves against what the Europeans are going to say about what's happening.
Yeah, I don't care about them, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yes, because what's happening even in their countries, even worse than what's happening. We have seen hooliganism in UK. Whether Liverpool fans or any other fans, with the way they acted towards the African players, or even amongst themselves, not even to players. We have seen those people treating our black African players bad, even on a pitch, throwing them bananas, not treating them as human beings. So we cannot always now and then when we have to validate ourselves, we have to think of what are Europeans going to say or whatever that's going to happen in ourselves or as an African. What happened today in terms of Senegal, the way they've done, it was bound to happen. It was frustration from human being of seeing something that has been happening, seeing injustice that has been done to them. They are bound to react in any way. They are human beings, like anyway. The same way those Europeans behave when they're frustrated. You see their supporters beating each other, beating other supporters. They always do that. It's not only immune to black people what was happening today. So we cannot. We need to stop this thing of saying now if anything happened now, we are going to say no, but what they go to say or they to confirm what they are saying as if like what they are saying about Africa is a valid truth. No, we really need to stop that, guys. We really need to stop that.
Mina Velile, for me, I usually speak from procedures. So my thing is, procedurally, this becomes a very slippery slope because CAF is now in a very tough position, especially with Senegal, because if they keep quiet, we're going to see more of this. And my problem is that everybody might feel like they're right. There's sometimes coach that jump up and down a side in, and then Masebaboni replay kind, but yeah, actually, you know what I mean? So now, if the door gets opened, that guys, if you feel a way, whether right or wrong, something can happen. Number one, you might see more of this, but then number two, now Morocco has a leg to stand on. So now Morocco is going to come out most probably after this match, the FA or whoever, they're going to come out and say the game was delayed for 10 minutes. The players left the pitch without the ref being consulted. The decision still stayed the same, so you could argue that it was still the right decision that was taken. And now, what do we do about this situation? And the difference usually between the North and other people is that the North, they're going to band together and they're going to force changes through. Ukuthi lawo ma changes also tini, I don't know. But they were going to force it. They're going to come together, band together, and put CAF into a big problem because they've got a leg to stand on. Tina, slogu sa complainer, it becomes an emotional response. Then you get punished for that emotional response. Yeah, I wanna like you've been somebody who you shoot them in the head. Now it's no longer about to
Yes. But I do get your point when I'm Mr. OT. It's fine. They're gonna do that after Senegal's are crowned champions. Well, what's the use of complaining while the trophy is gone at sometimes? Because also to disagree on the issue that you've raised of saying like CAF cannot be a police and also take action if there is no complaint from the association. No, I think on that one we're incorrect. Because, for example, you look at the case the Orlando Pirates in exit of CAF Champions League when they've raised against CAF. They've listed the complaint that they've raised against FC Lupopo. It was the issue of the coach and the issue of the players. Pirates didn't raise any issue against Mukoko. They didn't lodge any complaint against Mukoko. But CAF did manage to fine Mukoko for what he was doing Orlando Stadium and even suspend him. But no one lodged a complaint against Mukoko. So CAF can still do that if they wanted to. The decision that was happening on that Nigeria match, sanction should have already been out by now.
Could you say that it was part? Could you say that it was part of the investigation of Pirates' complaint? That opens the door then to go, actually.
No, but I'm saying from your point of view, yes, where you explained earlier on, said CAF doesn't have leg to do it, but they have to wait for complaint. But I'm just showing you an example that on that issue, Pirates only raised a complaints against the coach and the player, but not Mukoko. But CAF managed to come up with a sanction for Mukoko, looking at the television and as in Lokunjan.
Would they have done it without the complaint? Would they have done it without the complaint?
Yes, they've done it with the complaint.
No, I'm saying the Mukoko thing. If Pirates had not said anything, would they have done something about it?
No, but Pirates they've said nothing about Mukoko. The only complaint they've raised was the coach and the player. So Pirates didn't raise anything about Mukoko.
But no, that's why you say as part of the investigation in the match now, because something was raised.
Thank you. Senegal are the champions. Sebong.
Okay, guys. What a day.
And finally, thanks for Senegal for trying to walk out of the pitch and showing their Zuluness, and human beings came out of themselves if they see frustration happening being robbed. Yes, the Zuluness came in and said,
the Zuluness! Yo, hey, Zulu, hey, okay. Hey guys, hey, West Africa becomes Gavin.
Yabuya itrophy is a car kwaZulu. Ikhe umsebenzi linkani namhla ukuthi asudlala ledudu. Siyaphuma thina ngeke sohambele lama S. Ngeke. Yes.
Guys, okay, as usual, I'm not gonna
bavele bathi hlangana Zulu namhlanje. Hlangana singeni lento, hlangana Zulu. Amen.
For time, I want to jump in, guys. Senegal have won the AFCON. Still have won AFCON 2025. 1-0 after so much drama towards the end of that game. Penalties given, penalties missed, penalty goals not given. And they managed to win this game 1-0. So Senegal are the champions, guys. I'm sorry. My lights went off. Excuse me. So Senegal, champions. Mane wins his second one. He's got a second one in his pocket right now. And West Africa won. Guys, my review will be out in about an hour's time. And then we'll discuss the finer points of the different things that happen tomorrow. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. Those who are coming in and out right now are members. So they contribute towards the channel. And this is part of their right. as part of the members, they jump in and they can jump in at any time and speak about the things. We're going to have a deeper discussion tomorrow. So 8 p.m. tomorrow, we'll come together again. The normal show is on every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. So if you want to voice your opinion there, you can jump in and we can have conversations there in depth. There's a couple of things that we're going to touch on this week. Tomorrow Sundowns is playing. It's going to be in the middle of the Sundowns game. So we'll make it a half watch along, half conversation about what is happening. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the support. Follow if you have not followed. Like I said, my review will be out in about an hour's time. So please support. Bye, everyone.